Good morning and hello, everyone. Welcome to the Mountain Home and welcome to the stream. It is I, the man, the myth, the legend, the dwarf himself, Horatius, and I've just realized that my arms are not working properly. Oh, I know what it is. Oh, shut up. Just realized I have my Leap motion tracker backwards. Hello? Hands? Hello? I swear I do this with some regularity. How do I sound, by the way? Okay. Were we correct the first time? Yeah, my elbow seems super weird. Pretty clean? Glad to hear it. Welcome on in, everybody. Okay, now I think my arms are, like, situated now. They looked really, like, bowed out for a little while. It was weird. Alright. Feeling groovy, feeling good. Hello and good morning, everybody. Welcome on in. Excuse me. It's good to see everybody. I hope the lo-fi is chilling at a nice, relaxed heat right now. But how have we been? It's been a while, you know? I've been away. So let's cut straight to it, right? So the school year's over as of last night, or as of yesterday. So I have like 2 weeks off. So we're gonna hit the pavement pretty fucking hard this next like 14 some days. It's gonna be exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. But a couple of things first. Let's talk about some events that we have going on. I think I showed this to you guys before. Do I have the bit image ready? No. Okay, that's the wrong image. So, oh, hello? Oh, that's the problem. So this is going to be happening pretty soon. We're going to do a housewarming, mountain home warming stream next Saturday. I believe is what I'm scheduling this for. I haven't posted it yet on the socials. I'll be doing that today. But it's going to be like a whole day affair. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to post it. I'm going to start at like 9 or 10 a.m. and just go for the majority of the day. We're going to have all kinds of fun events going on. I'll be playing games. Obviously, we'll do a fair bit of chatting and like hanging out with friends and catching up with people that we haven't spoken to in a little while, you guys included. And then the main event will be me doing some Salty Bet commentary with Salty Jub, who is a masterful artist in her own right. I will be dressed up like this for that event, for that main event. I'll be dressed up in my little fighting game commentator look. I'm very excited about this. This is going to be fantastic. And then, yeah, I feel like that's the majority of what's going on for that stream. I imagine it'll be an absolute blast. I'm very much looking forward to it. But yeah. And then, let's see. Soon, TM, before the end of the month, Poppy is going to come on for a Horatius happy hour. I'm very much looking forward to interviewing Poppy. And then I'm going to be doing a psychology education stream before the end of the month as well. We'll be talking about learning, which is something I'm very excited to talk about. And then as we get into the summer semester for school, it's only 4 days a week, so I have Fridays off. And so I'll be spending Friday mornings doing morning streams because I prefer morning streams. You guys know this. I've been very open about that. I love streaming in the morning. I am my most powerful in the morning. I feel most in my facility, like most capable in the morning. I have my energy is at the highest in the morning. And so yeah, we're gonna be having morning streams every Friday for the near future, for the rest of the summer, basically until the school year starts up properly again in September, and then we'll probably by the time the new school year starts in September, we'll definitely have figured out what our long-term plan for streaming will be during that time frame. So like we'll have a new schedule worked out. We'll probably stay pretty consistent to what we had been doing with like Tuesday and Thursday night streams, and then I'll stream like once on the weekend, but I'll like solidify it as I'm always streaming on Sunday, or I'm always streaming on Saturday mornings probably. And oh sorry, my camera's all fucked up. That's probably contributing to this. I just realized my camera was like looking almost down at my desk. All right. Okay, feel good? All right. I was so caught up in testing my audio this morning that I didn't even like mess with. I was like, the model's gonna work fine. Don't sweat it. And here we are, needing to have sweated the whole time. So yeah, doing that, getting a new refined schedule for the next school year is an objective. Pretty Night Lori, thank you very much for the lurk. I appreciate it. Truly obliged. Lurkers are the lifeblood of every stream. Yeah, so like shit, guys. I don't know that I had. I guess I have a couple of things that I wanted to talk about openly. I met Woody Devs yesterday in person. He had flown into town because excuse me. He flies around for his job quite a bit. So, he was in my neck of the woods and he was like, "Hey, do you want to meet up?" And I was like, "You know what? Fucking yeah, let's do it." And we met and sat in a Panera Bread for 3.5 hours and chatted about life, VTubing. Just, he's a very like cerebral engagement for me. I enjoy talking to Woody quite a bit. So it was really cool to meet. I think this is the second instance where I've met VTubing people in person, and it's been very satisfying and fulfilling every single time so far. Excuse me. But yeah, it's a really cool yesterday. Very tired though. That tweet where I posted like me as Peter Griffin all like laid the fuck out last night, super accurate. I stayed up a little bit later than I think I wanted to, but I just didn't want to fuck up my sleep schedule more than I knew I was going to already. Like I stayed up till like 9:30, which is very, very early to the majority of people on Twitch, especially on a Friday. But I was just wiped out. Absolutely wiped out. The last day of school, or last day, like yesterday at work, was what we call a PD day, or a professional development day. So it was like training for an hour, and then helping teachers move their shit from one room to another and like pack their shit up to be moved from one room to another. And I'm the kind of guy that if I see work to be done and I know what I can do to help, I can't sit on my hands unless I'm told to do that. And even that's difficult. I just legitimately struggle if I see a project that I know I could help with. Like I'm like, shit, I gotta get involved. It can be Magus, it can. Astrophel, can I kind of put you on the spot for a second? Let me know if that's groovy. But yeah, it was a really, really long day. But I mean, it's not like I walked out of work and I was like, man, fuck this place. So glad I'm not coming back here for another 2 weeks. I really love my job, and I find it super fulfilling to help, children with their behavioral, situations. Yeah. So Astrophel, what are you doing this morning? Because if you'd care to, I'd love to have you on, just to chit chat. I don't believe we've spoken directly in quite a while, if ever. Whatever your comfort level is. You feel wobbly? Had to jump out of a plane yesterday for the Army? Oh shit, how'd that go? That's actually really, really interesting. About the jumping out of the plane. Like, how'd that go? Luckily, soft landing. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, Astrophel, if you're good, man, here, pop onto my Discord and give yourself the roles by reading the rules, and then I'll just drag you into the dwarf stream chat. So I'm thinking today's stream is going to be super laid back. We're probably going to play some like good vibe shit. We're going to play some Vampire Survivors, I'm sure, just because I can basically podcast while I play that fucking game for hours. Plus, I've been really like grinding my gears to get back to 100% achievements on that game, and I haven't done it. Been dodgy recently. Give you a moment. Yeah, sure, man. Take your time. And then I think we're gonna play some Deep Rock. I've really been missing playing Deep Rock, especially on stream. I've genuinely missed playing Deep Rock. It's been a while. Hey Otis, how you doing, bud? Welcome to the stream, dude. Ooh. Interesting. Core Keeper has a new update out, which is super exciting. I might play that a fair bit this week. Literally just woke up. Hell yeah. Well, I feel like that's a lot of the folks that are coming into the stream, unless they live on the other side of the world. But yeah, like I've got Sea of Thieves to play. I've got Core Keeper to play. I've got a lot of DRG to play. Personally, though, I've been finding myself playing a lot of Inscription offline. Like, just a lot of that. I was very big into Tarkov for the past month. Like, while I was just, like, a person who woke up, played Tarkov for an hour, went to work, came home, and played Tarkov for 4 hours, and then went to bed. Like I lived that lifestyle for about the better half of a month before we moved into the new place. I think I hear a cat scratching the door. Just wake up at 5:30 every day. Me too. If I wake up at 5:30, that's late for me. I've been waking up at like 4:30 or 5 a.m. every day because I have to leave my house by 6. You know, like 6:30 to get to work on time, and when I want to be there. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, I need a morning ritual time. I need to wake up and slowly sort of get myself together and like watch some YouTube or just unwind, have a cup of tea, have a lazy breakfast, like, you know, have breakfast and then just sort of slowly eat it over the course of 30 minutes. I need to have just like a chill, like, first hour of my day to get started. If not, I'm generally a mess. Or just like I'll be irritable all day because I didn't get my day started the way I wanted it to. I see you over there, Astrophil. I'm going to pull you in. Hope you're ready. Hello, hello. Oh my god, the little, like, squinting eye image is great.
Oh, yeah. But I had that one.
Hello and welcome.
Hello.
Thanks for coming on at short notice.
That's alright. Yeah, I'm on my browser Discord right now because my app is... I don't know, something's wrong with it.
Gotcha.
I think it's...
So how have you been, man? You been doing any good art recently?
Some, you could say. Right now I'm, It was Batbug's Scribble support earlier today, and I wanted to do something for it, so I'm designing a harpy thing.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah. Fun to draw things.
That's something I've been really struggling with personally recently, is this, like, idea of becoming good at art.
Oh yeah, it's... Ooh, it's tough.
It's a skill set that I've always appreciated, you know, either privately or just publicly, and I've never been any good at it. Like, I think I'm a decent like clay worker. Like I think I can make some nice ceramic
Oh, yeah.
art. I just like that medium a lot, but
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
don't have the patience or the grace maybe in my hands to craft with a brush or a quill or any like a pencil or whatever. Like I've just never really had
Yeah.
that tool, but I think it's really cool, and I'm spurned by it, but also really glad that it is such a valued skill set in the VTubing world.
Oh yeah, it's pretty crucial to everything, you could say.
I mean, because
Yeah, I'm kind of lucky.
Good.
I've like always drawn, so it's like I don't know. I don't know if I'd pick it up if I wanted to start right now because it's like, oh, that's a lot to learn. It's a lot of stuff.
it sure is, and I love that. No matter whether you do like high fidelity drawing and spend like 20 hours into a piece, or you put stuff together in a simple cartoonish style, like it's all good. I've seen people who are just beginning to hone their ability, and it's like style is such a big factor that
Oh yeah,
just I see people who maybe don't have a lot of time under their belt as an artist yet, but like it's what they make is still really cool to me because you get to see that growth of a skill, which is like
seeing development is so cool.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you can see the artist grow. It's like whoa, see it in
And-
real time.
and I totally relate to that as someone who works, in the education world, although not necessarily an educator in the traditional sense. Watching a child or a person or whoever develop a skill is just it's innately compelling, like storytelling. It's compelling
Oh,
on
yeah.
like a baseline.
And it can be very, very motivating as well
Oh,
to
yeah.
see someone else develop something.
I completely agree.
You were talking a little bit before about how you have like a morning wake up routine. One of mine, I have a Twitter account where I just follow essentially mostly artists, and it's just nice to scroll and see really good art. It's like, yeah, this is great. Like as bad as Twitter is sometimes, it can be really good to find things like that.
Twitter, for better and for worse, is just such a good place to just scream into the void.
Yeah,
No matter what it is you're screaming. If you're screaming by holding up a sign that is that has like your most recent art on it, that's one thing. If you want to scream politics into the void, you can do that. If you want to scream anything, like it's just such a great platform to just go, "Hey, I have an opinion," and to just go for it.
yeah. I guess it's up to the user to sort of curate if you want the screaming opinion man or you want the funny little drawing man on your timeline.
Sorry, I'm changing my profile picture on Twitter right now to the had to do it to him, me in the like fighting game commentator outfit.
Oh yeah, I like the salmon shirt. It's very fashionable.
Oh yeah, that's a Hemlock Stone original right there.
Oh yeah.
So, in case people don't know like what it is that you do, Astrophel, can you tell the viewers what you do a
sure.
little bit? Because like I know you for
Hello.
your art and stuff and the occasional gaming stream, but tell me the rest of the story.
Basically, well, like you said, I stream games. I'd say it's like a 75 game to 25% art ratio, something like that.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll do drawing and I'll do animations sometimes. I recently did an animation stream. And yeah, I play video games. Anything that really interests me.
Nice.
I just like, I don't know, it's cool. There's a lot of talented or skilled people in this community, and I don't know, it's cool getting to know them as well.
Yeah, that's what's been super rad. Like, you get into the content creation world, and you realize, oh, if I want to be successful at this, I have to have social skills to engage with the rest of the community. I have to have social media skills to, boost my platform. I have to be an engaging broadcaster, or at the very least, perform something compelling to look at. I have to have time management skills. I have to, work with people to either get things commissioned that I cannot myself create, whether that be coding for bots or art for assets or like whatever. There's so many skills that you need to have to be a content creator. And all of them are almost equally important. I wouldn't say that any one of those is by itself. Like, you can't be good at that and be shit at everything else and do well. Like, I just don't think that's the case.
Yeah, it's a big balancing act. Like, there's no VTubing for Dummies 101 sort of book out there.
Right.
Just have to. I think what you said about like the big networking sort of socializing aspect. I definitely didn't think about that when I was first going into it, but now when I'm like actually doing it, I'm like, yeah, I should definitely talk to people. Like, not even just as a stepping stone, but like, I guess that would grow you somewhat. But like, I don't know, people are cool.
Yeah, it's
nice to talk.
It's engaging with people socially, I think, is you can tell people who do well in content creation because of how much they value that. And this is what I think is more important, if I may, and it's how you use that. Like, if you're just using other people for your own ends, then I mean, like, first of all, you're trash, but also like, it's short-sighted. You can look at some of the bigger names out there that have done very well for themselves, and at the same time you can just see like, oh, well, yeah, sure, you made Partner in 2 months, and you have, several hundred people watching you every single stream, but nobody wants to work with you.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you're a piece of shit.
Yeah. It's like, yes, I will get really, really big, but everyone will fucking despise me. Like, well,
Was it
maybe
worth
not
it?
the best way forward.
Yeah. So
how's your morning going?
my morning's going exceptional. I would say I am. I can tell that I'm not at like 100% yet. Like just having one night's decent sleep has not gotten me to like, all right, let's fucking go. Let's make content for 2.5 weeks. Like, let's go. Like,
you need a few cycles to get back into it.
Yeah, I can tell that I'm still sort of, everything's loosening back down, so I can wind it back up on my own terms, which is a bummer, but
Yeah.
here we are.
Surprised, yeah. I when you were saying that before, I've like never actually spoken to you in person before.
Isn't that fascinating though, man? I love that
Yeah.
aspect of this like community that we all are in, where it's like, yeah, I've known Astrophil for like 6 months, and I would say that we are more than just acquaintances. I would consider you, a relatively new friend, but a friend all the same, and just,
Yeah.
as you put it, like, this is the first time I believe we have directly exchanged words verbally.
Yeah. I believe so.
Room with it.
Forgetting something major, but
Who knows? I'm not gonna hold it against you. I certainly forgot. Hey, Rune. Room with it is another person where like I've known Rune almost since the beginning of my my content creation, like a year and a half ago, and she's such a delight. She's so wonderful, and I think I've spoken to her once.
yeah.
I brought her on for my 1 year, I believe, and like that was it. But I still definitely consider her a friend. Once
Yeah,
when I was
it's kind of funny how that works.
yeah, it's just a very different place.
You're talking like in chat a lot, so it's like
Yes.
you know each other through text means, but it's not like voice, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's just a maturation or an evolution, maybe is the best way to put it, of what is interacting with somebody. Like what is a relationship? We're sort of redefining that these days.
Yeah, that's a very fair point because it's the entire internet age is before everything. It's like you had to know someone very close to you or maybe send them letters or long distance calls or something. But now it's just like we can like this right now. You're like, oh, do you want to get on Discord? I'm like, okay, sure.
Right. Do you want to come be on my stream out of nowhere?
Completely. Yeah, it's like you just woke up. It's 10:30 for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that wouldn't happen otherwise, really.
Yeah, there's something kind of I hazard to say like miracle to it, but it's sort of miraculous in a way. How all of these like borders are being crossed simultaneously.
Yeah, like one I think about a lot is because not to reveal anything yet, but I'm quite young.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't know. Whereas that might have been I guess like not an age barrier, but like I probably wouldn't talk to people much older than me, like just in social friend groups. But through VTubing, it's like a leveler, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't really matter.
No, I completely agree. There's definitely a lot has changed, and granted, as you get on in age, like if when you're 18 years old, hanging out with a 14-year-old is like a substantial culture shift,
Yeah.
Whereas being 40 and talking to a 36-year-old or a 44-year-old, like just that it doesn't have as much of an impact anymore. That span of time it seems smaller thanks to scale.
Yeah.
I'm sure at some point I had a point.
Yeah.
But
I thought I had one as well, and then I kind of just talked it out of my mind, I guess.
Wherever it is, we have passed it and left it much some time ago.
Gone and forgotten.
Rest in peace. But let me ask, what's on the horizon for you? Does your schedule change on a pretty big level with the summer, or is your life kind of the same?
Should be. I want to see if I can do, because right now I'm doing 3 streams a week. I want to see if I can push myself to do like 4.
Okay.
I think that'd be fun. I don't think there's any real big changes coming up. At least not that I'm aware of. So hopefully nothing bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking a little rest next week though, actually. Just a little break.
Mm.
Because I think, it's nice to relax a little bit sometimes after a lot of stuff.
Oh, for sure. I love Room that replies that they were the embodiment of panic in that conversation. I get that. I that was such a weird. Asher, were you there for my 1 year? I don't recall. It's been a while.
No, maybe I was in chat, but I don't remember anything. So maybe not. I'm not sure. I'll be honest.
No, it's all good. I wanted to talk about I had a nerd knee-jerk response to that, but I'll get to that in a minute. So to me, like the super weird thing that about that stream that was like such a high energy deal like the whole time is I streamed for like 12 hours and it was just a revolving door of at every 15 minutes on the hour I would bring someone in, we would chat for a little while, and then they would leave, and then I would just bring the next person in.
Oh, right. That sounds fun.
It was super fun, but like, man, what a ride that was from beginning to end.
How many people does that work out to be? That's a lot.
Yes, it was. It was indeed quite the amount of folk. But I mean, again, I had an absolutely amazing time with it. It was cool to sort of vibe with all of those people, and like it was kind of a love letter to the people that I had met along the way, and I think
Yeah.
was a really cool part of it for me. Was like, okay, yeah, I know all these people, but let's look at this past year of all the people that I've met, all the memories that I've made with them, and we can just talk about how cool that's been, for the whole thing. Because it has, and people are awesome. I love meeting new people.
Yeah.
And content creation has been such a fantastic vehicle for that.
It's like, I guess it's cool because there's at least one thing in common, that being the content creation. So it's like there's always a innate connection there somewhere.
So something that I wanted to jump on earlier was oh shit, I lost it.
Yeah, it was something about me not being sure I was there. You said a knee-jerk reaction to something?
Yes. Yeah, thank you. It's a, like, because it's so easy to know so many people in this space, it becomes, like, straight up untenable to be like, yes, I will go to Gamer Goblin Gary's Donathon on Friday, and then I will be at Party Demoness Minerva's on Saturday, and then I will be at Barry the Bugbears on like. There becomes a point where it's literally
just for VTubing, like,
yeah, just for trying to make all of the pseudo gala events.
Yeah.
And it's been so funny. It's been absolutely hilarious to try and, like, balance all of those plates. And so for a long time, that's been a problem that I've had socially, is, like, keeping up with all of the people that I meet. And like, when I engage with people in the real world, it's like, well, shit, like, how do I do this? Like, how do I actually engage with all these people? And what I found worked for me eventually was you have to like stop worrying and love the bomb. Like, you just have to stop worrying about it. Which is not something that I expected to work for me, and it did.
Yeah, maybe I need to try that, because I don't know. All the time I'm like, oh, I should go to their chat, but I'm fucking tired this morning. I don't know, and then I like miss the stream. I'm like, oh fuck, I really should have said something, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. But
I mean, it matters as much as you put stake into it, is the thing, And
yeah, that's very true.
There's the social pressure, right, to be like, oh well, shit, I'm not a good friend to Astrofel if I don't come to his streams every week. And the truth of it is, you don't. Like, you don't have, like, a shit list on your wall with, like, red string attached. You'd be like,
that's what you think.
The villain arc for Astrofel is starting today. Where, you don't have, like, a list of, like, Horatius hasn't come to one of my streams in 3 weeks. He's a bad person.
No, yeah, that'd be
like,
really weird, though.
Yeah, it would be weird for a lot of reasons.
Like, keeping track of, like, ooh, that's...
Right. It's at the very least we'll call it genuinely creepy.
Yeah,
but
a reverse parasocial relationship.
I would say it's just parasocial.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
yeah,
I
like you're not like, if someone comes to stream, you're like, oh cool, they turned up to stream. But if someone doesn't turn up, you're like, oh, this person and this person and this person didn't. It's like,
yeah, and it's just like,
be silly.
There's no upside to doing it, Like, if you're just gonna get butthurt about it, then, like, what do you? It's something that I say with my wife a lot, because she worries about small shit, because it gives her something to focus on, and I go, why? Like, there's like, for me, there's straight up no benefit to worrying.
Yeah,
there's just, like, you can worry about it, but why? Like, what do you gain by worrying about it, And, like, if you worrying about something helps you focus on it to problem solve, like, I think that's beneficial. But if you're just gonna sit there and stew on it, and all it's gonna do is cause you, like, emotional distress, then you just gotta find a way to move on from that, because it's gonna kill you.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely need to learn to do that more as well sometimes. It's like, yeah, I should probably just stop thinking about this. It's, yeah, like you said, it's just not worth worrying about it.
But like at the same time, I also understand that advice is just like, just don't be depressed, forehead. Like, you know,
Yeah,
like
just feel better, idiot.
yeah, just
Duh.
don't be sad, dumbass. No, like, and so like obviously that doesn't address the whole issue, right? That tells you the destination, but not how the fuck to get there.
Yeah.
But I do think that setting a end state for improvement is important.
Oh yeah.
For shaping your behavior. So like, oh well, I kind of want to be better about this in this regard. You know, I want to do this better. Like, okay, you know, do that. How do I get there? Oh shit, I don't know. That's the path. we gotta figure that out together.
Yeah. It's very easy to say, I'm gonna do blah blah blah, but you gotta do it.
Right.
Which
How?
is exactly what you just said. I just repeated it, but yeah.
No, it's fine. So what's so do you have any big like plans that you want to bring to fruition soon?
I'm probably gonna try and do a 24-hour stream. End of this month. Just, I don't know. I just want to do some stuff I normally. I don't know. Well, I guess I would do, but I don't know. Just cram it into one big thing for fun.
That's cool.
But I definitely want to do. On my birthday in August, a stream where I like actually bake a cake on stream. Just, I think that'd be fun, and I was thinking of getting like either some Link biscuits or I don't know, muffins or cupcakes or something, so I could like do some piping art of like anyone who comes into stream, sort of get
fun.
them on like their own little thing.
Yeah.
I think
Sorry.
that'd be fun for a birthday.
I just realized I'm like ignoring chat a little bit. Hey, egg salads. Yes, a pair of social relationships. Talking about when we were saying parasocial. Hey, Sun Bailey. Welcome. I'm talking with Astrophil Magus this morning. We're just sort of chilling, relaxing.
Oh.
Just vibing, as it were.
Yeah. Yeah, I find that sort of, I don't know. Like, physical streams are kind of cool for VTubers to do in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'll just be my hands and, like, the baking utensils and shit, but still, like, I can swear, right?
Yeah, of course. Oh my god. I say fuck here all the time. I think
Let's go.
The only streams that I don't curse in are the psychology education streams. I think I hold myself back a little bit on that one, but
yeah, that's fair.
That's it.
Probably don't want to go to, like, walk into a uni, like, I've forgotten the word. Like a speech on psychology.
Like a lecture?
Yeah, a lecture. The lecturer is just swearing his head off. It's a bit, I don't know.
I mean, listen, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this on stream before, but like my long-term like in-game goals as a professional are to eventually teach in a university. And I want it so bad, Astrophel. I want it so bad.
I mean, I can see it. I can hear it.
To be, I was actually inspired by one of my professors in college to do this. To be just like how he was. He showed up late every lecture. He showed up late every lecture. He always had his shirt half tucked in, hair unkempt. There was just something sort of zen-like in his haberdash lifestyle that I was like, this guy's...
He hasn't got like a stick up his ass or anything. He
Yeah.
probably knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. I don't know. It made him very relatable as a bunch of like younger college idiots who are just also showing up to lecture, you know, still a little drunk or whatever.
Yeah.
That the professor also is like, all right, we're gonna let's do it. Like, it just...
Yeah. It's like you could imagine going to a bar or something.
We got a raid. It'll have to permit me the song.
Welcome.
The greatest adventure is what lies ahead. Today and tomorrow are yet to be said. The chances, the changes are all yours to make. The mold of your life is in your hands to break. Welcome, Kitten Fuzz Art. Thank you for bringing your lovely raiders over to the channel. I'm Horatius the Dwarf. We're having a chilling Just Chatting stream this morning, and I'm joined here today by Astrophel Magus.
Hello.
But thank you all for coming on by, and I already see Malcurios. Thank you for the follow, and now that you're following, by the way, you're no longer some random loiterer here at the Mountain Home, but now welcome guests in the mine, so come on in. I assume you were doing some art today, Kitten Fuzz, or what have you been up to? You've never been awake while you're before? I get that a lot. Let's take a look and see what you were playing. Played some good old Skyrim.
Ooh, nice.
I have not touched that game in many, many moons, but I'm sure it still holds up.
I've honestly been thinking about it. It's a good game.
It really is. I mean, like, I think where Skyrim excels is in the freedom to do literally whatever the fuck you want. But there's something I want to talk about when it comes to that in just a second. But yes, hello, welcome on in, everybody. It's good to see you. G4AC Rhydon, thank you also very much for the follow. And now that you're following, you are also no longer some random loiterer hanging outside my mountain home, but now welcome guest in the mine. So I hope you guys enjoy your time here. But Skyrim and a lot of other like open world games have this conundrum that I see that they tend to struggle with. And so I'm really glad when games do it well, and there is a urgency to the main story. Like, there's a time urgency to it. And some games really fumble the ball on convincing you that you have enough time to fuck off and do your own shit. Because that's what the sandbox games want you to do, is to go and find cool side adventures to do. But also, the main story is, like, compelling enough that you want to go and do it, but not so time sensitive that you feel like you have to ignore all of the side paths that you want to go and do.
Yeah, it's a bit of a balancing act.
For sure.
Sometimes, I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing, but the main story in some instances is like I don't know, more interesting to me than some of the side quests. Like, maybe I just didn't play enough or go through enough of them in Red Dead 2, but I just wanted to see how the main story, like, turned out big time.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that stuff is, like, inherently quite compelling. Side stories, like, you get to tell small stories quick, which is really, really satisfying to do.
Yeah.
But it can be a real chore to do it well sometimes. But I want to do someday. Oh yeah, you want to play Red Dead someday? I mean, Red Dead is a really good game. Me and my IRL friend group had a lot of fun playing online for quite a while. Red Dead Online, that is.
I've been meaning to try and find a way to properly play, like, the first game on PC, because I played the second one, but it's a bit harder to get the first one working from what I've seen online.
Gotcha. Hey, Gob the Goblin. Welcome on in. Morning. Oh, who was it that I saw you in the chat of earlier, Gob? Are they still live? Who is it? Let me take a look real quick. Is Moss still on? Is Moss still live? Back from breakfast and slowly reconstituting. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, Mossy's still alive. How's that burger doing? To rig a helmet? That sounds like a fucking nightmare.
Ooh.
Struggling.
Rig a helmet. Oh, God.
Yeah, Mossy is so fucking interesting to me. Like, just as like a genuinely cool person.
I don't think I've seen them.
Mossy Art Burger. Let me see if I can shout them out.
Oh no, yes, I have. Yes, that was my mistake. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, the helmet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, that's it. Speaking of breakfast, I'm gonna go grab some dinner and do a lurk. Yeah, please, Kitten Fuzz, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. Go take care of yourself. I don't know about you, Astrovel, but when I'm done with a stream, I always take a tenner away from my computer before I come back and like change all of my social stuff or do post stream posts and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah, I'll
I
go immediately
always gotta
drink
take
water
a
and
few
get
minutes.
something to eat.
Yeah, absolutely. Same. Yeah. All right. Well, go get your food. Gob commissioning them for a model. Oh, Gob's commissioning.
Ooh.
Nice. Yeah. That's exciting because Mossy does amazing stuff.
Just realized I have the give Horatius feedback thing on my Twitch.
Oh, yeah, I saw that button.
I'm wondering if they'll actually like give you that information.
So am I. Can you send like a test message?
It's just boxes I can tick. I'll do dedication, humor, and relatability. Submit feedback. We can't wait to let this channel know what you think about them. Your feedback will remain anonymous.
Interesting. Otis, I have not unpacked my weights yet. I appreciate you asking the question, though. Oh, goodness. Much obliged on the stretch. You saw Mossy work with Poppy, hung out with them on stream, really clicked with me. Yeah, dude, Mossy's awesome. Mossy drunkenly promised to do a smut of me and them, which I thought was hilarious. And I'm just like weirdly fingers crossed for the day where it actually happens. I don't know if it ever will, but...
Twiddling your thumbs, hoping.
I mean, like, I'm talking full, like, SpongeBob with the coffee. Just, like, maybe it'll happen today.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how you doing, Michael? Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you've been doing well. It's good to see you. It's good to be back, man. I'll tell you, like, Asheville, can I, like, super, like, expose my core to you for a moment?
Go off. Go for it.
So, it's... Other than, like, one stream early last week, or early this week, I have straight up just, like, not streamed for 14 days.
Right.
Which is the longest I've ever gone not streaming since I started. And content creation is just so momentum-driven. It's truly, truly bizarre to try and, like, do something like that. To, like, take that big of a break is genuinely, like, dangerous. I mean, not to be super, like, woe is me, because that's not what I'm trying to say at all. But, like, I've straight up hemorrhaged, like, 10 followers while I've been gone.
Right.
And that only upsets me a little bit because we hit 1,400 and then we dipped back under, and I was like, fuck.
Oh, come on.
It's not a big deal. It really, really isn't. But I was just like, man.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
But, and, like, I get it. You know, people want to be following and not have their feeds, like, glutted up with a bunch of people that aren't active. I totally follow that. You got to prune and you got to curate your own online spaces. But there was a very real moment where I was like, shit, do I just, like, not come back?
Right.
Like, I've been enjoying doing this. It's been cool. But do I just, like, say that was a fun run and, you know, move on to the next thing or whatever?
Yeah, like you said, very momentum-based, like... you're going for a run and you've started running, but once you stop running, you're like, oh, can I start again? Oh God.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you probably can.
Oh my god, if he never came back, I would be gutted. I like, and I try not to let that sort of thing have too much of a sway on me, Otis. But I'll be honest, that sort of stuff totally like was on my mind. Like how would that affect people? How would that affect other people? Because I never want to hurt other people, obviously, and I think we're all adult enough to understand at some point I'm going to stop streaming. Like this is not. Like,
you're not going to get like AI uploaded. What the heck?
Well, above and beyond like the whole mortality aspect of it. I mean, I stopped myself mid thought for a moment because I was like, well, shit, what would have to happen for me to like quit my real job and stream? And I'm not, because of how personally fulfilled I am by what I do for a living. I don't know that I could actually imagine what would have to happen for me to be like, well, I'm just gonna do this now. Like, I'm gonna stop pursuing my dream as to be a mental health professional, and I am instead going to just be a dwarf streamer on the internet.
Yeah, that's an interesting, like, I guess, not sure if it's the correct word, but like dichotomy to a lot of, I guess, streamers, where it's like that's the dream thing, but for you that's very different from a lot of people, because you're absolutely right. Like, many people who get into content creation are like, the end goal is to do it for a job, and for me it's not. Like, it never has been. Johnny Ork, hello, welcome, good morning, and thank you for the congratulations on the new home. I really appreciate that. The new place is great. Yeah, exactly, Gob. There are definitely pros and cons to full-time streaming. Like, I think it's dangerous how frequently people are like, oh, this is kick-ass, and it's always going to be. It's not. The game's going to change. Like, in 5 years, I will probably have gone back, gotten my master's degree, or my doctorate's degree, or maybe another degree entirely. Like, I don't know what'll happen in 5 years. Yeah, definitely.
But like, I know that Twitch is going to be a very different place in 5 years. Yeah, I don't know if YouTubing is still going to be a thing in 5 years.
Yeah, it's all uncertain. There's no way of actually knowing.
Yeah, exactly, Johnny. You're at the whims of the attention span of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
For me,
very fickle thing.
Mm-hmm. The idea of putting all your eggs in one basket, that stops me. Like, literally, like, can personally carry the bills. Well, I mean, the answer is yes, it can, and for many people, it does. But the rub for that, for many folk, is, like, let's look at some people who have made content creation their career, right? Like, we're talking about some pretty big names, like Philip DeFranco, right? This is a guy who's been doing news, commentary, etc. content on YouTube for over a decade. And like him, hate him, whatever, that's been his business. I think he's been doing that. But it's been a long time since he just made YouTube content. He's gotten deals with other platforms. He makes content through other means. He consults. He does this. He does that. Like, the longer you get into this, and the more you do get, the closer you get to putting all the eggs in one basket, the quicker you see how things change and how you have to constantly adapt.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, it's not probably the smartest game to play, like, just only having all your eggs in one basket. Like, you can't be foolish and not have anything else to fall on, I guess.
Mm-hmm. The diversity comes with doing more and more. Yeah. Even though at the end of the day you are still just making content online, you sort of put your fingers in as many pies as you possibly can, put your face and name and tickle the algorithm on as many platforms as you are able. There's a reason why it's so very rare, and like the only time I see people who like are fucking killing it on like just Twitch are people that have been on Twitch for a long time, and like they didn't diversify, or they did at some point and they've consolidated. Like these are not people who need to, because they already have such a massive established audience through years and years and years of creating content and becoming a staple.
I think it might have been Ludwig, correct me if I'm wrong, who said like you don't really get big off Twitch. Like he got big off YouTube and a lot of big Twitch streamers.
I wouldn't be surprised if he said that.
Yeah.
I'm not super familiar with his work. Shame on me. Amaranth, probably one of if not like the biggest e-girls, has been kicked off of Twitch multiple times and has diversified into several other investments and businesses because she admitted that Twitch is unsustainable or income source. Yeah, and that is the truth of it, right? Like you never, it's such a non-traditional form of career here on Twitch. Like it's not sustainable in that regard. So you kind of always have to spread yourself thinner, because in a traditional job where, like, let's take a retail gig, right? You work for a retail corporation, and through the bindings of law of wherever it is that you dwell, that place is demanded legally to pay you, and that's your one resource now, or one income. And granted, I'm not going to try and like get super complicated because I'm not an economics like specialist by any means, but that those sort of more traditional lines of work are sustainable as a single source of income, like way of life. The world has changed a lot, so like it's incredibly common for people to have their job and a side hustle, or even multiple side hustles.
Yeah.
Whether that is I drive for Uber, or I do, one of the other delivery services, or I pick up the occasional shift at the Amazon, location nearby, or, whatever. It's for the most part, it's supplementary, whereas you have your general single income. But things have just changed. The average level of economic savvy has gone up. And I think that's a main reason why we're seeing all of these people, do all of this and learn all of these new things. Anyway, that got really long-winded.
Yeah, I agree though. Yeah, I don't really have anything to add, but yes. Yeah, that's very true about retail. There's every retail store is trying to hire.
Yeah. Cries in grocery, my current full-time job. But like, see, that's the thing though, is that you can live depending upon the rate of things where you currently dwell, Gob. Like, it is possible to have a living wage with a retail job. Like a single income can sustain you in some parts of the world where things are nicer to the people that live there. Yeah, exactly. As you just commented on what Kesh said. It's the most secure job I've got. It's what I've been at for 10 years. Exactly. Absolutely. No plan on losing it. Yeah, I mean, cheers. There's a big, like, I think job security is a very weird variable when it comes to whether or not you value it or you don't. Like, because I've met people who do not value job security at all. They're like, fuck it, I'm not going to be here for very long. I don't care that I'm not going to be here for very long. I'm ready and waiting to move on to the next joint and let's do this shit for 6 to 8 months and then fuck off. Let's go do the next thing. And then you get people who are like, oh, well, this is where, like, I just got this job out of high school and I'm going to work here until I retire. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it just depends on type of person, really.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's very personality driven there. I'm sure I had a point at some measure, like it's somewhere along the way, and we have meandered so very far. But that's just the way of things, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just how it goes. Tangents upon tangents upon tangents.
Mm-hmm. Astroval, have you met anybody in person from that you met via the VTubing world, or do you plan to?
I have not. Australia doesn't help that endeavor.
No, I mean that's true, but there's a fair amount of Australian VTubers.
Yeah. There is quite a few. I just haven't gotten to know any of them, I guess.
No, that's fair.
But it would be nice to meet some people, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, weirdness. How are you? I'm curious. I'm a chef. I work wherever people need to eat, which is a wide field. Brother, let me tell you the same thing. Like that's why I got into one of the reasons why I got into mental health work is because as long as there are 2 motherfuckers on this planet, one of them is going to be sad about something. Where's the VC? On the Discord. If you use the exclamation point Discord command. Everyone needs to eat. Fucking true.
Oh yeah, eating very important.
Yeah, there's definitely a level of cleverness to putting yourself in a field or a position where your work is evergreen. You know, people are always going to have emotional distress and stuff that they need help with. People are always going to need to eat. People are always going to need to shit. Like, you attach yourself to one of those through lines of the human experience and you're going to be okay. Pull you in? Yeah, sure. 1 sec, Otis. And yes, weirdness, you can pop in as well if you care to, but I think 4 will be the limit. It's why I got into the law field. There's always going to be someone trying to sue someone else. Yeah, big cheers.
Yeah.
Big cheers. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Welcome on in, Otis.
how's it going?
It's going well.
That's good. That's good. Sorry that I interrupted the current conversation.
No, you're good. We were kind of in a lull.
Okay.
You're just saying words.
You mentioned earlier about like if like we met anyone
Yeah.
in person through street. I've actually hung out with Sheps a few times.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I recently discovered that another one of my friends actually lives like 20 minutes away from me.
Oh.
So I still gotta organize something to hang out with him.
That's so cool. I just met Woody Devs yesterday. He was in town. His job has him flying a lot, so he was in my neck of the woods and was like, "Hey, like I'm gonna be in the Crabland this upcoming weekend. Do you what are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, you're literally gonna be around on my last day of work for the year, but yeah, fuck it." So that was a lot of fun to get to meet him. He was really cool. We sat in a Panera Bread and just flapped lips for like 3 hours.
That's the best kind of hanging out, let's be honest.
Well,
Yeah.
It's always one of those kind of awkward moments and like socially yikes when you and someone else are talking about some pretty heady stuff in public, because we were talking about a pretty we were talking about psychology, I'll say, and I could see that there was a family like a few booths away, and like I made eye contact with the dad a couple of times, and I could just see him just like, these motherfuckers, like, I'm just trying to have a fucking meal with my family, and these fucks gotta pontificate. I thought that was really funny. Like, they never at any point were like, "Hey, shut the fuck up" or anything like that, because like we weren't screaming or anything, but I did think it was very funny altogether. Good morning, Grolnok the Barbarian. Thank you for coming by, dude. Let's see here. Quick story from Johnny. Some years ago, the company I worked at was bought by another company, and we were told that we had to reapply for our jobs. And I remember having to take a 60-year-old man who have only ever worked for our company into another room to comfort and assure them their jobs were safe, because they had literally no idea where to put together how to put together a resume. Now, though, the idea of being loyal to one company for your entire life is almost anathema. The job market has changed so much. Yeah, absolutely. And I can see how that would like totally like shake somebody. You know, that could be a real whoa. That was like, hey, Copernicus, can you tone it the fuck down? Yeah, basically. But Johnny, thank you so much for subscribing for 3 months, man. That sort of shit really helps the fuck out. I genuinely appreciate it. Things do tend to get kind of tight in the mountain home during the summer, because both my wife and I, you know, she doesn't work during the summer because she's a teacher, and I work less during the summer because summer school is only 4 days a week and each day is 1 hour less. So my paycheck will be smaller for the next couple of months, and hers is non-existent. Yay, teachers. Gonna lurk, meeting a former coworker. Oh, that's excellent, man. Well, have a great breakfast with your friend or coworker.
Assuming it is breakfast.
All right.
Could just be coffee.
I mean, if I'm meeting someone for coffee, I probably might just say that I'm meeting them for breakfast, but
I'll eat any chance I get.
Fair.
cheers. Don't teachers get paid in the summer? Egg salads, that is a really good point. The short answer is sort of. Hey, Grunkle Dan, welcome. Thank you for coming by on your lunch break. Pass a lurk if you can. If you can't, just have a damn good day, dude. So egg salads, it depends on the county or the school system. Some school systems and counties have like what they call like a 12-month contract, or where the teachers are 12-month employees, where, like, let's say a teacher's salary is $40,000, right? They will get that $40,000 over the course of 12 months. Some teachers, in like where we currently live, are a 10-month or an 11-month employee or contract or whatever. And they get their yearly salary over the course of 10 or 11 months. So, like, if my wife had the same salary at a 12-month period, her paychecks would be smaller because she would be getting more paychecks over the course of the year. But because she doesn't get paid during the summer, her paychecks are individually bigger, which is nice in some ways.
Mm.
So it's like a weird balancing act where you have to like measure out which is more important to you, but also you kind of have to bend the knee to the system at the time. Because like when we lived in another place where she worked was 12 month, and she got paid during the summer, and this wasn't an issue. But where we are currently living, that's not the case. So we're having to adapt. And it's difficult because adults are just children that didn't die yet. So, like, we're kind of just learning this shit as we go.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Mm-hmm. What, the whole adults are just children that haven't died yet thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I came up with that a few years ago, and I guess it's a little macabre, and some people don't like it for that reason, which is obviously totally fair. But I don't know. It feels fair, you know?
I think it's fairly accurate.
Hopton VC, there you are, Weird. Welcome on in, Weirdness
Hey.
Master.
Hello. Is my mic okay?
Yeah, you sound a little quiet, but that's fine.
Okay. I've been struggling with it making me robotic lately, so sorry about that.
No, you sound perfectly clear. You just sound quiet.
Oh, okay.
And I can actually fix that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a little far away from my mic.
Okay.
So. one second. Let me mute and adjust it so I'm not breaking y'all's ears.
I don't care.
Sometimes I like to imagine in situations like that they're like across the room from their microphone.
Yeah, it's more like I'm maybe a foot from my microphone instead of right up next to it.
Gotcha.
So it would be across the room if it was a very tiny room.
Or a very, very long foot.
Oh my God.
My gain is turned down because it was causing issues
Gotcha.
before. So.
I'm so glad that I don't immediately knee-jerk react to things that pop into my head, because you just said my gain was turned down, and I heard my gay was turned down.
In this month, come on.
And like that's what I thought it was. I thought Weird was having a funny Pride Month hee hee ha ha. And I was like, nice. But then I realized that's not what you said at all. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Absolutely not. No, I straight up, I was talking with my friend and I sent him a picture of me yesterday because I felt a little bit like I was looking like a lesbian stereotype, and he said, "You absolutely do."
Oh my gosh.
I had everything, and I was like, because I had people looking at me funny, and I was like, why are people looking at me weird? Like,
No.
like I live in a very southern state, so,
No.
and
Oh,
so I
really?
was like, why are people looking at me weird? And then I like looked at what I was wearing, and I was like, I'm wearing a Sailor Moon hat backwards. Because I can't find my berets, so I have to.
Oh my god! Of course you wear berets.
Oh,
I
is it
don't know what I mean by that. Just to be clear.
Is it Barrett's? I don't know what they're called.
No, I mean,
technically.
I think you nailed it. I think it's beret.
But it's not
so.
the hat. It's the whatever.
Oh, the clips in the hair.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know how you pronounce those. I know how they're spelled, but I couldn't tell you how to pronounce them. But I was wearing my hat because I can't find my berets, and I was wearing like a hyena like mask because I still mask up when I go out.
Mhm.
So I was wearing like a striped hyena mask and a venom like a black shirt with like venom on it, and it was in jeans and tennis shoes. And I sent a picture to my friend, and he's like, "You what? What are you wearing? You never wear this kind of stuff." And I'm like, "I felt extra today, I guess." But I realized what I looked like and why people were staring, because people are not accepting it here. So.
Right. Of anime appreciators, fucking weirdos. No, I want to not overlook that punchline in chat of why is Pride Month in summer, because Pride cometh before the fall.
Yeah, I just read that. It's
That
amazing.
is pretty fucking
Yeah,
funny. Also, Corey, good morning. Welcome, welcome. I guess it's afternoon to you, but hello, Corey. I'm so glad that you could make it by today. Hope all is well. My voice is a little bit coarse. I'm very tired, but I feel great.
I'm using this as a fun little voice chat to talk with you guys while I make my friend his first badge.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So I'm very excited about that. They're not technically a furry, but they've asked me a couple.
Sorry.
They've asked me a couple of times, like, you know, what would my Sona be like? What would my design be like and stuff? And I'm like, well, I can make you one. And I asked, like, what's their favorite animal and what animal do they feel like, and then like a bunch of other questions. So I'm making them just a mini badge because we're having a fur meet today that I'm
Aw.
hosting. I'm trying
Oh,
to be
how did
more
the-
like social.
How did the convention go? Wasn't that recently?
Yeah, well, that was start of May, but yeah. It went extremely well. I met quite a few new people. I actually was social for once.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know, it was just a very chill time. It was like basically a nice break vacation. Me and my roommates kind of just chilled out and watched anime at some points. There was like a room party we were supposed to go to, and we just didn't because we were just like tired as hell. Because we were walking across like the convention all day, because it's a huge hotel. And then like just I was in Artist Alley a lot and actually ended up getting commissions in there. So
Yo.
Oh, nice. Artist
That's
Alley's
awesome.
the best.
it is. It's very fun.
Guitarius says Ferality is until Sunday. What is that?
It is a virtual con, if I remember correctly.
Ooh. That's
I
neat.
think. They had a booth at FWA. FWA, by the way, is the con that I was attending, for
Right.
those of you who are curious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, VR chat for con.
Ah. Well, I can go with my little barriers on.
Wow. Is that a... Wait. Barrier? Maybe I don't know VR chat enough.
My model on Steam.
Oh.
They're beautiful.
If you bought a ticket, sure. Thanks, Guitarius. So, like, whole shit, like, there actually is a ticket that you have to pay for to go? That's wild to me.
Yes.
But I guess that's, like, just kind of where we are at this point, you know? Like having, you know, virtual online cons that you need to pay to because they were expensive to get done. Fixed a garden pump? Oh, nice.
Held twice a year in June and November on the VR chat platform.
That's so cool. I had no idea that was even a
Holy
thing.
shit!
What?
I just heard about it at FWA. It's the world's largest virtual reality furry convention with an attendance of 9,024 in 2021.
That's wild.
Ooh.
I just heard of it at FWA.
So what I'm hearing is that you're a fake furry.
I am! Ooh, fixing a garden pump. What do you even... I need handymen around my place. I don't know what I'm doing around here.
Elfin Cosplay, they have custom assets and servers to pay for. That's so... Yeah. No, like, I totally understand where the cost for that comes in. Like, it totally makes sense, but it's just one of those things that I had not considered the scale, you know? I had not considered the scale of doing an online con like that and how... Like the moment I even thought about it for a second, it totally made sense. But it just is something that I have like genuinely never even thought of. But it totally makes sense and it's super cool.
I agree. I would maybe in November I'll check it out because I don't plan to go to any sort of conventions until pretty much May of next year for FWA. Just because I'm trying to pay off a bunch of stuff,
Sure.
So I'm just saving up and paying off stuff. But my friends and I are actually planning to go. It's normally Thursday through Sunday, and we're planning to go Wednesday through Monday, just so we can have. We'll leave Monday morning and everything, but we're
Gotcha.
planning to go Wednesday so we can go. I've never been to the Atlanta Aquarium. And there's a bunch of weeb stuff that's not really available in Birmingham, so we're just gonna go around and like be anime nerds and
Ew,
explore.
disgusting. Sorry, that's mean
Old man
spirit.
yells at cloud.
Heh! How dare you have fun on my lawn? Furries always find a way to get around. That's so fucking true, Ducklord Quackers. That is absolutely fucking true. It's so funny to me to see how like a niche community like that so regularly is at the forefront, you know, of like new discoveries and new shit. Like, it's so cool to me.
Yeah, I actually met. It was cool because at FWA I actually met a furry. She actually helped work on the COVID vaccine.
That's rad as fuck.
Oh.
So that was pretty cool. She's I think she's a microbiologist technically.
I mean, I would hope
Yeah.
so.
Well, I'm trying to remember. I think she's a microbiologist with specifically vaccine research is what she does.
Cool.
So, yeah, it's just cool seeing these different like professions and everything. You know,
Yeah.
they're furries, but they're also like IT people and scientists and all this jazz. And it's just like, cool. I'm just over here in customer service. Like,
Well, I mean-
but it's just like cool that it ranges from like customer service to microbiologist to IT specialist.
Well,
And
it's
it's like-
it's the same thing with VTubing. Weird. Like, sorry to interrupt. I just totally.
No, it's
Dropkick
pretty much
that.
done.
It's so fucking cool to me because it's the same thing with VTubing and content creation overall, where you have like. Sure, the only through line through any of those people there is that they are either furries themselves or just like in the furry world, and the only through line through VTubing is that we are VTubers or we do support stuff for VTubers. Like, that's the only requirement, really. If you would even call it a requirement. So like just every other aspect of each individual person is just so radically different. You have, hey, Akami, you have people in logistics, you have former dental engineers like Akami, like you have mental health professionals such as myself, broadcasters, and, like Army vets and Marine vets and like all kinds of different people from all walks of life. And it's just so fucking cool how it's this mixing pot of different people. And that right there is why I love this shit so much, is because you get to meet so many goddamn cool people.
Yeah, it's just like when people actually take the time to like share what they actually do. I'm just like, that's so cool.
Yeah, for sure.
The ears on this monkey.
What?
Oh, no, don't worry about it. I just drawing my friend's Sona. He said he feels like a Spanish monkey, so I'm just like, which is technically what they were talking about is a Barbary macaque. So,
Oh, nice.
oh, yeah, they have their ears are much higher up than a human's, so it's different.
Akami, I'm very excited for what you have baking in the oven, by the way. Which I probably could have said that about a dozen ways that were better, but that's what I went with.
It's okay.
It will be. Ah, man. I'm really sort of awash with how happy I am to be back at it and be back in it. You know? Huh?
Streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm happy to see you back, buddy. It's always nice to see you on because I get to lurk in your streams because it's always entertaining.
Well, that's very kind of you. I don't think that it's a lie either, but I do think that's really nice of you to say.
Yeah, no, I legitimately like I do follow a lot of streamers, but there are very few streamers that I just genuinely every moment that I'm in their stream, like I have a really good time and I just kind of have a smile on my face, and you're one of those people.
Well, thank you. I'm curious. Speaking of things in the oven, my friend became a father of twin daughters on Wednesday. Well, congratulations to your friend. That's awesome.
Holy shit!
I would advise that he not put babies in the oven.
Otis. It's a turn of phrase.
Been in there for long enough.
About 9 months.
Yes.
But not to like totally suck my own dick, but something that Woody said to me yesterday while he and I were chatting in person, like really, really hit hard, and it's been super cool. Is he said like I really appreciate the authenticity of your content, like. And yeah, obviously that's part of it. Like, obviously that's something that I like actively work towards achieving. But like, just like having someone in the flesh be like, dude, the way you carry what you do, and like with the honesty and like transparency, I don't know. It was like, I imagine for an artist, it's like finishing a piece and being like, this turned out exactly how I imagined it was in my head. It was a very satisfying experience.
I completely understand what you're talking about, actually.
Yeah.
I think it really comes across that you like streaming, that you enjoy streaming.
Yeah.
I like Van's dead. I didn't know you had that emote.
Oh yeah, no, that's one of the Corey specials. Corey made that one for me, and I love that one. I don't know if I'll ever get rid of it. I just think it's kind of perfect. What a phrase to walk on. Yeah, well, welcome, Van Guardian. Egg Salad says Witcher 3 flashback. Oh my god.
Oh no.
My friend told me a horror story of a microwave and a stray cat. That sounds like a horrific story. Hexatious Vex. Oh my goodness, as I live and breathe.
Were you talking about Gotorius? Horatius doesn't improve his stream.
Yeah, it's true. I don't change anything.
We were just joking about that yesterday. Don't attack me!
I know you
He
did.
said it himself.
Yeah.
No, not you. The chat.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm laughing. I said the chat. I don't want people after me saying Horatius.
That's fine.
Defenders of Horatius.
And plus, you're a mod, so if they talk shit, you can just kick them out.
Oh, jeez.
Rule of an iron fist.
A
Tyrant.
Your fist better be iron, or why even swing it at all? No, what an artist to do too. They rework the same picture a year or two later again and think, wow, I did improve. Yeah, and like here, fucking hold on, let's just do the thing.
Like Mal's statement, I agree with that. If I feel that statement, haven't been here long, but I can tell that if you got something to say to me, you will do so in my face.
Look how far I've come.
Whoa. Been a tough year. You've gone grey.
Just a little Vroid guy whose arms peel through his armpits whenever he moves his arms forward.
It's because you're so buff, obviously.
The most intimidating. The fucking eyes. I know, it's so good. I mean, for $35 from a guy, from like a person on Fiverr, you know, I don't regret it.
It does the job.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, the beard fixes on that one are rough. This one's a lot better, obviously. Zero Skies did such good work on it.
Oh god. Oh, I just.
I'm gonna have to like peel. I was gonna say peel your brain, and I meant pick your brain after stream, because I gotta figure out. So Vroid can register like arms and fingies and hands.
Yeah.
Okay. Like movement. I'll have to look into that, because I may or may not be getting one, as you are aware, and I did not know that you can move your hands around.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, I just realized looking at that first model, we have been gradually de-twinkifying your model.
You know, fuck you. That's all I've got.
Your only retort possible.
Fucking Akami sliding into my DMs.
I just started trying to go from pen to paper and digital. Hey, Exasius, cool.
That's awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know what to call you.
Thank you, Corey, for the slash marker. Let's talk about that really quick. Hello? Thank you. So, I just want to remind everybody that we have some commands on the channel. Slash marker, or the redeem slash marker, reminds me to put in the slash marker command for the stream, which the purpose of that is to make it easier for my editors to create content and save them a lot of effort. So if you see something that you think is funny or that should be clipped and you're not going to clip it yourself, just redeem the slash marker and it'll remind me to put a marker in there, and my editors will find it and we can make it work. So it would be super appreciative.
Another thing is that if there's like multiple parts together that are too long for a single clip,
Yeah.
that could also be very useful.
Oh yeah. So there are too many twinks. You know what? Okay. If I remember, I ended up on the bear list for him because I used my the cab
That checks
art,
out.
the where I'm wrapped up like a present. It's a pair of ostrich eggs being split like the sea.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was that one.
You know, the art.
The one.
But yeah, Zero Skies is fantastic. They are the artists for this new model. Yeah, sorry, Hexatious Vex. Congratulations on moving to a medium. That's awesome. You know, from the Trash Goblin tier. I get it. And Malcurios, no offense, but that looked like an elf laid a broom. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Did not have a retort to that. I mean, you are a lovely sort, Vanguardian.
Hex that, seriously, like, layers. Layers are your friend. Layers are so helpful. When I first started digital, I didn't know about layers, so, like, my line art layer was on the same as my color layer.
Oh no.
That's a
I
bummer.
looked back at a couple of my old art, and I'm like, I had no idea what I was doing. It was bad. So now, layers. You can have a line art and a color layer. It's okay.
If you don't have 100 layers by the end of it, are you even doing digital art? Come on.
Love here? There's so much love here, Van.
I think the most layers I've ever had is like 11.
Wow.
I make it for like all adjustments. That's my problem.
Well, that's the thing is like I should do separate layers, and I do, but I just color on one layer for the most part, and then do like gradients and everything on separate layers. But I
Yeah.
need to do layers more often because like I can do more complex and interesting colors and not suffer. But I keep forgetting.
I don't really understand what we're talking about anymore. I don't want you guys to stop, mind you. I've found that I find people like just popping off about what they're passionate about so fucking fascinating. Oops, I just accidentally started Team Fortress 2, so everyone's just gonna hear Valve's
Oops.
little intro.
I'm trying to remember if TF2 is one of the ones where the guy's head turns, or is that just Left 4
Yeah,
Dead?
it's
No,
Oh.
you see the thing, but
scary, man.
I'd love to meet that guy. Just to be like,
Wonder what he's doing right now.
you know, the guy who was the Valve head.
Yeah.
I found that out
Wasn't
real
there more than
quick.
one?
How do I color this and keep it in the lines?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fucking Corey with the cat jam. By the way, did you guys know, if you scroll down on the Twitch page, you can see that there is BTTV support.
Ooh.
Okay, I don't have a command for that. I don't know why I thought I had a command for anything, because I'm one of the laziest streamers when it comes to prep and setup that I've ever met, but don't tell anybody.
I prefer to think of it as more curmudgeonly.
That's on my Twitter bio.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you guys why those, like, cantankerous and curmudgeon are on my Twitter bio?
No, but I would love to find out.
Early in my, like, coming into the VTuber space, people that in 2 separate instances I was called a curmudgeon. So like, oh, you're just being a curmudgeon. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I am. I'm a curmudgeon. Fuck you. And then, like, maybe a month or so later, someone called me cantankerous. And I was like,
Wow.
fucking let's go.
Wow.
See, layers are really helpful for foreshadowing. I've always had issues with that. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't.
Understand people, but I love when they use their vocabulary.
Oh, yeah.
Got to pull out the almanac for that one.
Mm-hmm. People just
Yeah,
call you Corey. Corey, you are a masterful pontificator, and you're a, like, your tendency to be absolutely flustered is infectious. Like, I know it's not probably how you desire for it to be, but I think that the most, like, iconic Corey face, or optimized Corey, is that, like, puffed up cheeks pout face. And it's very funny to me. What do you mean? What did I say? I actually forgot.
A streamer curse of saying something and immediately forgetting.
Yeah, exactly, that one. Thank you, Corey. That is some optimal Corey expression. That you tend to be flustered. Yeah, you. When
All I remember is the laugh is infectious. I don't remember the first part.
yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, just Corey is a very infectious, like, time. Like, whenever Corey is, like, animated about something. Ooh, this is gonna be loud. Hold on. Sorry.
I believe Corey would be considered a Keter class.
Hey, Zero Skies, what up, dude? Good morning. Everyone go check out Zero Skies. They made the model that I'm using right now. That's why they have the artist tag.
I can't believe Twitch actually added the LS tag.
I think that was really cool, honestly.
That's like alternate universe Twitch add-on.
Really need to catch a Corey stream, because I follow her, but I haven't gotten a chance to catch a stream yet.
Zero Skies, I said something to the effect of that Corey is a... Oh, my microphone is not... Okay, hold on. So apparently, what I didn't realize until this exact moment is that my slipper had accidentally wedged itself underneath one of the legs of my mic stand. And I went to put my slippers on, and then my mic stand started to fall forward, and I was like, why is that happening? And then I realized. Thank God the mic sabotage worked. Damn you, Corey. Yeah, sorry.
Distraction, go!
I was saying that Corey has an infectious, like, when she's flustered, it's very infectious with glee. That, like, when chat starts popping off, or when things are in high energy, and she gets all like, "But no, stop!" Like, I don't know. That's not a good interpretation of her, because she's way more controlled than that. But, like, when she gets, like, high energy, it's very, like, easy to sort of, like, follow in if you weren't already there. That's 100% true. Thanks, Zeros, guys. Get dabbed on, Corey. You know, if you, well, hold on. If you just paid the Dono wall, I would endlessly agree with you, Corey. I'm kidding. Don't do that.
A wall.
Ooh, I have to take the Jum Jar emote off of my BTTV. I have to take that off because that's not what Jummy's not a goblin anymore.
Oh,
Kill the jar.
Not? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. Never mind.
And-
I forgot.
Jummy finally
Clowning around.
rebranded as a clown.
I think Jester specifically, but clown
Yeah.
is fun.
I'm gonna rebrand as a Vroid.
It's not. Nah, that works. Eric the Big, welcome. Yep, Jummy is a jester now, and she's killing it, y'all. I'm so proud of Jummy. She's doing absolutely amazing. And like, I don't mean just metric wise, she's on the rise. Like, just I can tell how much happier she is. And she just has always sort of had that expressive glee that she shares with everybody, but I don't know. She feels rejuvenated, which is really good. I'm glad for her.
Also, hi Otis, hi Astro. I don't think I've greeted y'all yet, so
hello.
Yeah, Astrofel and Otis, this is weird. Weirdness Masters, Astrofel, Magus, and Otis. I feel really bad about that. I'm normally very good about introducing people.
no, you're
fine.
fine.
No, I'm just trash. I'm kidding.
Wow, come on.
0 out of 10, bad host.
Yeah, never come back on. Goodbye.
I heard we're making art of her new model to give her for her debut. Yeah, some people did do that, and it was really cool art. I remember seeing some of it.
Speaking of art, I started on a Tempestus commissioned me for memes, and I started on one last night, and I'm dying over it because it no.
What? What's the problem?
Right, just put it away.
What's up, weird?
No.
How you doing?
Oh,
My decisions are coming back to haunt me.
oh.
Actions have consequences. No.
I'll God damn it. I'll DM you the in a second what I was working on, but it's basically Horatius. Do you know the what is it? The nervous vest that dogs have?
Oh, yeah, the compression vest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm drawing him in that.
Tempestus in a compression vest.
Yeah,
That's
well,
really
in a
funny.
nervous vest. Like, there's a specific, picture of this dog that he sent me that I used as a reference. I'll send you the dog.
Please give me space. Is it the Dalmatian?
It's not the Dalmatian. It's the Greyhound.
Oh, yeah. I see it. With the the yellow vest harness that says nervous across the front.
Yes. That's the one I used, and then where is it? Oh. Need finished.
That's really funny.
And then I just DM'd you the whip.
Oh my goodness. I hate it. Like, I love it, but I hate it. My heart goes out for that boy. He seems to be going through a lot these days.
He did get a new car, so that's kind of an up for him, but yeah.
I want him to be happy. He's a good lad.
He is. He very much is.
Talk about
I kind of feel
Good.
the same about. No, I was just gonna say I kind of feel the same about Zozo. I want her to be happy and like pay off her debt and be in
Yeah.
good standing and everything.
Yeah, and Zoe is fortunate in that like she's very hungry for it. Like Zoe also has a lot of like follow through that I've seen. Not that Tempestus doesn't, but I just like I've known Zoe a little longer, and I've like
Yeah.
directly seen that in her actions. So I'm very hopeful for Zozo.
I don't tell her this unless she's lurking. No, she's not lurking. I'm
Did
planning
you just
to.
hold on? Did you just fucking check?
I'm in mod view.
So yeah, okay, all right. You know what?
Yeah.
All right.
Whenever I mod for someone, I'm in mod view just in case.
No, I get that. I just I forgot that the user list is part of that.
I can just like glance over and while I'm working. But anyway, so I'll show y'all in chat. I recently added an emote that she was a big fan of when I used it. Which is, come on, scroll, please, Lord of mercy. There we go.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. I love that one.
So, it's the little gremlin slide that has the same energy as like DJ's like gun. I can't remember the character's name right now, but that kind of slide. And yeah, and so Zozo was like, "Oh, I need one of those," and she was talking about her Muppet, I guess.
Oh my goodness.
Puppet Muppet.
Yeah,
And so I'm gonna make a gremlin Muppet for her.
that's so amazing. That the slide like pre-loaded animation is probably one of my favorites on Twitch.
Same.
Just like the comedic possibilities are so varied. I love it.
Yeah, it's
I
really
agree.
good.
So Van asked me what classes do I tend to gravitate to in TF2. I want to be good at spy, but I'm not. I shut up. I love playing heavy and medic because no one plays heavy or medic, especially in casual.
What a team player.
I'm a heavy
yeah.
main.
Okay, all right, but listen, like, understand, Otis, that is the rarity. Like,
True.
and then
Everyone wants to go demo night for some reason.
I like playing regular demo. I like playing Demo Man no night. And then for offense, similar to Spy, I like Scout, but I'm shit at it. And then I like Pyro. So I know I just mentioned like half the classes, but mainly Demo, Pyro, Heavy, Medic.
That's still like half the classes.
Yeah.
It really speaks to a time on the internet when I've never even touched Team Fortress 2, but I know exactly all of the classes you're talking about and know what they look like.
Yeah, I mean they that shit being around has like it's part of the zeitgeist, you know.
Can't kill it. No matter how hard anyone tries.
Yep.
Even Valve
I'll
can't
say-
do it.
I think the biggest thing that got me more familiar with it, there's this creator that I've watched forever called Triple Q, and they make remixes of like anime songs and then usually like hip hop or R&B songs, but just like metal songs, a bunch of stuff. And one of them was a remix of different Team TF2 sounds with with Lollipop by a K-pop like Big Bang and another K-pop band, and it's so good. Oh my god! I don't even know. He may have taken it down actually.
Gotcha. I'm gonna
Does it
play a anime OST, and The moment you know what it is, I want you to call it out, and I'm gonna roast you for it.
Alright, do I need to be in stream to hear it?
I don't. Well, hold on.
Probably.
I don't have streams. I have stream muted.
This is mainly for chat, but we'll see.
Okay.
You guys want to play, you can play, but
Why? Why can't I hear? Oh.
actually, you guys that are in here with me, I'll let you pick. Do we do the opener or the closing song?
Opener.
Oh, yeah, I think
Fair.
opener.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because that's more recognizable.
Oh, maybe, but I think the closing song slaps. All right, Corey's cracking your knuckles. Let's see. I'm gonna sip my coffee. Chocolate Quackers immediately uncracks knuckles.
Ew. So I don't recognize the opening, but from the sound,
I have a suspicion.
from the sound of it, it's I want to guess it is an idol anime or a harem, a male harem anime like
Ooh.
Yachirin Bitch Club or something.
Gotcha. No. That's a really sharp turn. I see you're a man of culture. Thank you, Chocolate Quackers. So I'll post it here. This is the song this is the YouTube video I just played. It is the opening song to Interspecies Reviewers.
Okay.
Sounded
Not
familiar.
as bad as I thought it was.
So I
What do
did
you
not know.
mean? That's practically a. Okay, never mind.
What?
It's a little on the etchy side.
Oh, 100%. It's downright
A little.
it's
A
downright
little.
pornography.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's pretty much.
So, okay. I've never seen this, but I know the opening because of the meme. Gotcha. So I don't like hentai, and you guys don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. But I don't like hentai myself. I think like some people like it, and that's good for them. Like, cheers. But it's never really been my bag. So when my friend was like, dude, you gotta watch Interspecies Reviewers, I was like, isn't that like porn? He was like, mostly, but it's really good. And I was like, okay, all right, like if you think that I will enjoy watching this anime, because I like anime. Oh look, I just lost 15 followers. No, I'm kidding. But watching for the plot. No, actually, Corey, it's fucking hilarious. It's one of the funniest fucking shows I've seen in like recent years. Because the premise, for those of you who might not be familiar, in which case, cheers, is it's a human, an elf, a beast man, and a gnome are like our main four characters, and an angel character. And it's the five of them, and they build a adventuring career off of traveling to distant towns and cities and reviewing the oldest profession as it's performed. They go to brothels. Yeah, brothels are wherever, and they purchase sexual services, and then they are like, well, we went to this place and it was all cowgirls, and if you love, a good tit fuck, it's the best place around. It's we went to the succubus den, and it was this and that and the other. Like they legitimately review these locations post nut, and it's fucking hilarious.
It is amazing.
Because on surface you're like, oh, this is just an excuse for straight up pornography, and it definitely feels that way sometimes, because it's definitely having its cake and eating it too.
Oh yeah,
But-
most definitely. It got canceled because
Oh yeah,
of it.
yeah. My favorite line is, "He's too horny to think." Exactly. Let me be your post nut clear here. Post nut clear. Oh my god. But yeah, so it does like funny stuff where they like talk about sexuality in a fantasy setting. Like the elf character in the party, he's an elf, so he's like several hundred years old or whatever. And so an early and recurring bit in the show is that he likes to fuck old human women. Like, and so his human friend, who's in his like 20s or 30s, is like, dude, you like grannies? That's super gross. And he's like, dude, they're 80. They're like super hot. Like, you know, and then the elf makes fun of the human character in turn, who's like, oh, I'm gonna have sex with this like hot elven babe, and he's like, dude, she's like 700 years old. That's gross. Like, you recognize
I
that?
had, like,
Sorry, that's your phone.
I had like the wrong idea about this anime because this actually sounds really good.
It really is, and that like I totally understand why you heard like the negative of it, you know, like because I did too. I was like, oh, okay, it's just another like fan service extravaganza. I'll give it a miss. And then my buddy was like, dude, watch 2 episodes. And I was like, all right. And I was sunk. I was like, my claws were in with the what was it? Shit. The intro. The intro and the outro songs are so good.
Yeah.
All right, take care, Corey. Thank you for hanging out. Sorry if us talking about interspecies reviewers was like, I'm gonna just go fucking find anything else to do. Welcome, King Knuckers. How you doing? What series is this? It's called Interspecies Reviewer. Euphoria. It's a very hard to recommend. No. I'm just fucking with you, Corey. I know you're good, hun. Have a great day. Aporia. Aprioria. Let me know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Aprioria. It's a very hard anime to recommend, but it's about a fantasy adventuring party who, between going on like RPG classic adventures, they review brothels and other like houses of ill repute as like a backup job, and it's just about their misadventures of doing that. It's genuinely very funny.
Yeah, I will say they do have, like you said, they have their cake and eat it too.
Oh yeah,
there's definitely I'll admit one of my favorite jokes is a dick joke. It's when they're with the fairies and the angel can't be with the fairies because his dick is too big.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of good sexual humor in there, and if that's your cup of tea, you're gonna have an absolute buffet of a good time. But
yes.
But I'd also absolutely understand if that sort of thing is not some people's cup of tea. Anyway, so that whole bit came up because I just had the closing song like hit my brain for a second. Why, I'm not sure. I think like some beat in the lo-fi we're listening to kicked in, and I just like heard it, and I was like, hey, that's kind of like the outro song for Interspecies Reviewers, and then the song got in my head and I was stuck. I've heard it toes the line between anime and hentai. Is that true? I would say it doesn't, because it is just hentai with an actual plot. If you wanna argue that it toes the line, I think that's not an unfair statement either. But like, as long as you're willing to skip like the middle like 5 to 10 minutes of an episode, the first 6 to 7 minutes and the last 6 to 7 minutes are fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
The voice acting is really solid. The animation's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty low intensity. Most of it, other than the sex scenes, like is all dialogue pretty much. So
the budget goes.
Right. But again, the voice acting's solid. The character designs are really fun. Like it's just genuinely a well-made piece of. I'm not gonna art. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Drawing titty is art.
You know, fair.
Horatius, by the way. You don't have to play it on stream right now, but this is what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Big Bang and 2NE1. That's the K-pop band.
Ooh, okay. I'll check it out. Storycraft. Mm-hmm. I feel like someone said something to me earlier that I wanted to reply to. Let's see. Their mana is mature. Yeah, that's it. Well, alright, I think I may have just imagined it. There was an anime with a fairly great opening, which I didn't expect. It was super catchy, and I haven't seen the anime yet, which is a boy coming... What? Don't know if you heard it. It was your boy Kong Ming. Don't know if you're... I have not heard of it. Thank you for the stretch, Necros. Much obliged, dude. Alright, well, 2 hours in, I think it's time for some Vampire Survivors. What do you guys say?
Hell yeah.
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 Let's see if we can get to
Yeah, let's survive some vampires.
back to 100% Achievos.
That's what it's called. Your boy Kong Ming. Kong Ming earned a reputation as one of the greatest tacticians of the Three Kingdoms.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. So it's I guess it's historical.
Okay.
Wait. He falls gravely ill during this battle. I'm not trying to pronounce these things because I will deathly just like horribly mispronounce them. He draws his final breath. He wishes that if he were to reincarnate, he would be reborn in a more peaceful era, and he gets his wish. This is pretty interesting. He basically gets isekai into the modern world.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's like a good. I forgot the word.
Subversion?
Yeah,
Reverse
that's it.
Isekai?
Isekai is basically being transported from one world to another. Typically, it's from like our world or modern day Earth to a fantasy world.
Yeah.
But it can be kind of anything.
You die and wake up in Pokemon. You've been isekai'd.
Yeah.
Hey, Brambo, how you doing, man?
That's how Pokemon Mystery Dungeon works.
Yeah, that is how Mystery
yeah,
Dungeon works.
'cause
Well, you don't have to technically die, I guess, but
Right.
you just kind of wake up.
Good. And you? I'm excellent. I'm going to play some fucking Vampire Survivors. This is a game I've been digging on for quite a while. God, I have so much money right now.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I've been watching the Vampire Survivors, but I can't mute Twitch on mobile
Okay.
while also being in the call, so...
Gotcha. No worries. Like every 80s cartoon, Cash, you're absolutely correct. Actually, also like Flight of Dragons, a old jobless reincarnation. Oh my god. Yeah, Flight of Dragons is an old cartoon where a like 1970s, 1960s nerd is called to another land, and he goes and helps save the dragons as a dragon. Like a dragon gives up their own life to let him embody their existence.
Oh.
It's super weird. Battletoads, yeah.
Captain N.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Alright, so we need to unite Vento Sacro and Bloody Tear. We need to survive minute 31 on Mad Forest, doable. Defeat one of the bosses on Capella Magna. That's it? No, survive 15 minutes with a new character. Okay. So we'll go for a Mad Forest run with the new character. And then we'll go for... Magic World was science? Oh my god.
Science! She blinded me with science!
Is that what she calls them?
Good heavens, Miss Sakamoto, you're beautiful.
Like, let's see, these all suck. No wand.
I think Inuyasha does count, even though she can go back to her own world.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. Because it does. I think it does count because she originally, like, does get stuck there for a little while and does she does technically get isekai to that world against her will.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good question. Does Yu Yu Hakusho count as an isekai?
No, because Yusuke is still technically in our world.
Yeah, and that's more like our world and the spirit world rather than like just a completely different like fantasy.
So you're
world
saying it's
or-
like it's different because it's a different like plane of existence, not necessarily a different
right? Exactly.
realm entirely. Okay, I'm with that.
Exactly.
Why do we have the same brain cell I was going to ask? Because Yu Yu Hakusho is fucking amazing. That's why you were going to ask, and why I did.
Yu Yu Hakusho is fucking awesome.
Best tournament arc
amazing.
of all anime history. I will die on that hill. Every tournament arc that has ever existed since Yu Yu Hakusho's tournament arc has tried to ape that arc. I will. It's not an argument. Different universe. Yeah. Did die, so there's that. That's true. It's true. He never actually left the living world after death, I don't think. He still hung around the land of the living as a ghost until revived. I suppose that's a very valid counterpoint. But he does dwell in like the demon realm and shit, doesn't he? I'm fairly certain.
I mean, he
Yeah.
visits the demon realm, but like at various points in the story. But okay, but that logic then is Dragon Ball Z and Isekai because large portions of the story are spent on, say, Namek.
Well, with Namek, I don't think so. But with like the dead worlds and stuff, like, you know, when earlier on in like Dragon Ball Z and stuff, where like characters, Goku in particular, spend multiple arcs fucking dead. Like, I would, like, at that point, like, is that different enough of a setting? Is that different enough of a world? Because I think what we're getting into now is how different of a place can it be before it's isekai or whatever.
I feel like another part of isekai is being unwillingly dragged into that world too.
That's fair. I certainly agree with that.
Well,
I guess
then,
you
yeah,
could
by that
say-
standard, Yu Yu Hakusho wouldn't be Isekai because he willingly goes and fights these demons, even though he was unwillingly dragged
Killed.
into the spirit cop.
Right.
If you've seen Doctor Stone, that kind of, because it's like everyone's unwillingly transported like 3,000 years into the future, and it's a different world, but it's still Earth.
See,
That's like, does that count?
I like that. I like that point because that was touching on something that my brain was going to, and that's how, like, what has to change before it is actually, before we're all in agreement that it is a different world or not, you know?
I believe people agree that Dr. Stone is Isekai.
I think it essentially is. Like, there's remnants of like past humanity, and of course there's Senku, who knows fucking everything, but like it's a different. I think it would classify as isekai.
So, like, it's this, but it's the same physical location, you know?
Yeah. It's just, I think 3,000 or 2,000.
A substantial time difference is the thing, yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's bronze Buddha statues, but all of society has like eroded away, essentially.
Now, would Back to the Future 2 count as an isekai?
Yes. I'm saying this mainly for the meme. I don't actually know if I feel that that's true, but I think it's really funny. Like, we can play in this space, but we're being goofy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking we were going to eventually get to, Van. The whole hero returns aspect of it, right? But is so changed from the adventure that they no longer fit there.
I mean, isn't that just part of the hero's journey or whatever?
Oh, it sure is. But I think that the isekai genre is sort of like I don't know if it's like mandatory that it's tethered to the hero's journey like story archetype. But it's definitely trying. Like, it's definitely struggling to pull itself away if it is different. When does the genocide become a genocidal maniac? When they become the villain. Right. The 80s Dungeons and Dragons cartoon is the ultimate isekai. Oh my god. I fucking love that shit.
Wait,
There's
what show?
The Dungeons and Dragons cartoon from the 80s.
Ooh. Level 1. Here's fucking Tiamat.
Yeah. So for isekai, this would be makes it an isekai person or people who are transported to and have to survive in another world. Record of Lodoss War? Oh my god, I love like Record of Lodoss War. That is probably... My god, make me feel old, don't you? Yeah, I love Record of Lodoss War. Part of the universe. Let's see. Inuyasha has isekai tropes for sure. Would Spirited Away be an isekai? I don't know, because it like similar to some of the stuff we've been talking about. Like Spirited Away is just the spirit world. Like it's a different plane of the same place. You know, like you're still on Earth by all arguments, but you're in the spirit world of Earth. You know?
Yeah, my gut reaction would be to say yes, only because she's like literally forced there. Like she didn't choose to go, but like, and then I was like, oh wait, because technically it's just the spirit world. Like she's not.
Yeah.
I guess it's different enough that I guess you could. I don't know. I don't know that I would really call it an isekai though.
Yeah.
No, because she gets to go back to her own world, and yeah, I don't think I would call it an isekai.
Excuse me. Pardon.
Coming through.
Is Willy Wonka an isekai? Fuck off, man. It's my favorite anime, Cory in the House.
God damn it, that is an old ass meme.
Yeah, it checks out though.
Gesundheit, thank you, Hexus.
Oh, did you sneeze?
I did. I stifled it pretty hard, though.
Oh.
I thought you were like falling over.
Oh,
Same.
okay. Well, shows a lot what you guys think of me, but all right.
I thought your mic was falling over again or something.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And
No.
you were like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
that's
I
what I
gotta
meant.
catch this. I thought you were like, oh shit, I gotta catch this. So I was like, okay.
I like seeing all the other old heads in chat. They're like, man, I have not thought about the D&D cartoon series since I was a kid. And I'm like, yeah, it's fucking good though. Well, and by good I mean it's fun. I don't know if it's actually good. I'm not sure that I put my name on that, but it's competently made, which is
God, that just reminds me. Who here has seen The Gamers?
The Gamers. I'm not sure I have.
Oh, you might have seen the sequel, Darkness Rising. I know that one's more
Darkness.
popular.
Oh yeah. I have seen both of those. I just wow. I was thinking of the Guild for a minute, and that's why I got confused.
Oh.
I might die on this fucking run. Need some fucking floor chicken.
God damn it, Narnia is an isekai. Maybe.
Narnia? Yeah, 100%.
I haven't read the books, and I only saw like the first movie, so I have to assume it's an isekai.
Man, you know what I watched for the first time somewhat recently with the kids at school, and had never seen it before. I was actually quite impressed with it. A series of unfortunate events.
Ooh.
Did y'all ever see those movies or TV show or read the books?
I
remember
saw the
seeing a
movie
little
as
bit
a
of
kid.
it.
I remember
did not-
liking the movie.
Yeah, Lemony Snicket's Thank You, a series of unfortunate events.
I remember it being absolutely like all over the place when I was a kid. Like
Yeah.
people loved that series.
Yeah, it was a very popular young adult series, I think.
Fun fact, I was the weird kid who was more into Warriors and especially How to Train Your Dragon.
I loved How to Train Your Dragon. I was
Yeah, How to Train
definitely...
Your Dragon's really good.
Yeah.
How to Train Your Dragon as like the movie series really took off like right at the height of like everyone loves Vikings of like America media culture at the time.
The
So-
books were really fun.
Yeah, they really are. I actually worked in a bookstore for some time and read them during that stint, and I was like, oh, this is fun. This is just good fun.
Yeah. And the movies, yeah, they did. I was like, wow, I actually like that.
I think they get worse as they go on, but like the first one in particular
Oh, yeah.
is very solid.
I just recently rewatched the first one and I was like, wow, I forgot how much I liked this. This is very cute.
I liked the first one. I remember I saw the third one with a friend of mine, and I was like, it was so boring.
I think it just lost it sort of lost the point of what made the movies fun to begin with, which was like, this is fun because of the cool like world building and the family like through line storytelling, and it just, I think it leaned a little bit too hard in like the family drama in the second and third movie, and it sort of lost track of the cool let's do fucking rad dragon shit. What? Oh my god, weird. You just changed your beat. You goof. Is How to Train Your Dragon as a horse scroll movie with an asset flip change my mind? I can't. You just said the correct thing.
Holy shit.
Did that just hit a little hard? Weird.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh my god. Vex, that was me. G1 Transformers, Star Blazers, eventually Speed Racer. Oh my god, that was
I love
me.
Speed Racer. That show
Yeah, I
is
love
so
Speed Racer.
dog shit, though. Like,
Have you
looking
seen,
back
like,
at
the
it
modern
now,
movie?
it is... The movie was a feast for the senses, and
It
that's
was
it.
insane, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Like the show looking back, it's still entertaining, like it's still
Yes.
funny.
Yeah. But just, like, seeing all of the corners that they had to cut to make it work, and just, like, the shoestring budget that show was on.
Oh yeah.
And whether it was budget or time crunch, I'm not sure, but like somewhere along the way, a lot of corners got cut.
Lord. VR2. Bingo.
This run's going pretty well so far.
I'm so glad Yana liked her, her little.
Oh,
like,
that was so
icon
good though.
thing.
That what you did for her. I mean, I don't mean to call you out, but like, of course she was gonna love it.
Oh no, I've been having real bad imposter syndrome as of late.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I will say a big part of it, unfortunately, is I've been drifting away from a friend group that I've been a part of for 5 or 6 years, and unfortunately, I just there's still a few friends in there that I definitely connect with, but it's there's a few friends in there that I just. It's not like anything bad happened. It's just I don't feel like we talk anymore or connect or really hang out or anything. Feels like we've become more like acquaintances than friends. So.
Yeah, that's always rough because life does be like that sometimes.
Yeah, and I think what's really rough for me is that this was a friend group that, or especially that I had been like, that had kind of rescued me out of being like an unsocial nerd and introvert and all this stuff, and they kind of like supported me through getting more social and like meeting more people and everything. So it's kind of bittersweet, but I kind of processed it with my friend Armor yesterday because he's also part of the group, and we kind of I think I can't remember the exact quote, but somebody I remember watching something recently that was like, the friends that you make in your 20s are not your forever group, they're your learning group, I guess. They're
Okay.
There's definitely friendships you can make in your 20s that, and mainly early 20s, like college and everything, that you can maintain. But it was Smokey Glow talking about a podcast that I had never heard of that had recently ended because they were no longer friends, and it really spoke to me because there's quite a few friendships from my early 20s and from my mid 20s now that just didn't last, but were learning experiences and kind of like learning how to deal with that. I'm gonna let you help, or not help, but call out Gronork.
Oh, Gronok the Barbarian? Yeah. That's an IRL buddy of mine. I play Hunt with him a lot. Dude, thanks for the 9 months. Shoutouts to the, and this is the first time I've ever said this, the stream baby of subs.
Yay.
I always find that so funny when people do that bit where they're like, 9 months sub, that's a baby. I'm like, alright, that's alright, let's walk that back a little. But yeah, dude, thanks for the support. Your continuing supporting of the channel really means a ton, dude. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you've been enjoying the show. I know that I've had a great time hanging out with some folks that I've definitely missed connecting with over the past month. So, stream baby, but it's sourdough. Oh, I love sourdough. I love sourdough a lot.
Sourdough. Oh.
It sadly happens. I ever stayed in contact with one person I was friends with. Now it's mainly coworkers and acquaintances. I mean, that's life, man. Like, not to be macabre or sad about it, but life gets busy, and then it becomes more difficult to maintain the social connections that you had. But it sucks, because you're like, you used to. There's a tendency I see in folk to be like, oh, well, part of my identity was my relationships with some of these people, and. Excuse me, that was gross. While that can absolutely be the case from time to time, like, you are so much more than those things. Fuwalo. Union of Sancto, Venti Sancto. Okay, so it's a mixture of the two whips. I want to see what this does now. This is super weird looking.
Flat thing. Before I realized, I thought you were gonna be like, Latin quote, this is what this means. That applies
I was like,
to
what is
this.
he? Huh?
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Fuwalo.
Yep.
Yes, of course.
Hey,
Hakuna
you guys-
Matata.
What a wonderful phrase. It's so bizarre. I like this weapon a lot. It's super cool. It whips and then explodes. As the combo, I have a picture of me and two of my buddies from back in elementary school. Oh man. Is that the only thing that you have from that? One person is friends with my childhood, was my best friend. Hell, this last week we've all been playing through Borderlands 3. Hell yeah. So it can be really difficult to maintain those relations down the line. It just can be.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Yep.
So, is it normal to not have that many friends?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh.
especially when you're like working 40 hours a week and or you know you're busy with work or school or other things, and then you want to maintain a good work social life or school social life like balance, but you can only spend so much time doing certain things, and
Yeah.
sometimes you get burnt out, so on your off days you're like, I just want to sleep or play video games or draw or whatever. I don't really feel like talking to people.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
so it's like that. Me and my friend Armor having to plan a friend date because we haven't seen each other in a couple of months, and we used to see each other like every other week. So
That's super real though. Like I do agree, and I want to like sort of hammer on that with you guys. Like it's very, very real to struggle to maintain relations and to have a small group. There's a concept in playing 4X games like Civilization and stuff called building tall or building wide. And building tall is you only have like one or two cities that you build out of, but they're like really, really powerful because you focused all your resources on them. And then building wide is building a lot of smaller cities all over the place in sort of like an overwhelm approach. And like you can take that comparison to talking about social groups. Like some social groups are tall and some are wide. You know, I've known plenty of people who are well-adjusted, healthy, you know, people that just like have 5 friends, you know. And the word friend also has a lot of variability between individuals. Like, you know, I would claim that there are people here that are my friends, but like Astrophel and I talked about earlier, before this morning, neither of us are actually sure that we've actually spoken directly to one another before today. You know? But I would still call Astrophel a friend of mine. Maybe not a particularly deep or long-running one, but a friend. But for some people, the word friend is like, oh, we have to have known each other for years, and then that label has a lot of weight to it. And that's just a person-to-person basis.
I will say my definition of friend is someone I've gotten to know fairly well in one way or another, and that we didn't have to like have spoken really, but just like hung out or, you know, been around each other a little bit. And I basically, you're not a stranger to me. And we're not like distant. And when I say acquaintance, I'm more like we know each other, but we don't really talk and don't really talk
Right.
with each other or like hang out or anything.
To you, acquaintances
We're
are
not
people that are
interested.
aware of each other's existence, but not much more than that.
Yeah, kind of like coworkers.
Yeah. Associates, maybe.
Yeah.
Uh,
associates.
I see the Vini Vidi Vici quote in chat, and egg salads, well played. Is all I have to say. Talking about the Latin bit from earlier.
I was about to say, how is I say I came, I saw, I conquered applicable, and then I was like, oh yeah. But it's just bittersweet because they kind of helped me break out of my shell, so that's why it's been a little rough. But
Sure.
but I have kind of worked my way through that. I haven't gotten to see my therapist also in like 2.5 months. I got to make an appointment with her, but it's just basically working through that. And but I do have a new friend group. I have it's kind of weird to say, but I have my online friend group. Like I have you, and I have Cav and Tempestus and DJ, and I have Teal, who's my other brain cell, who I hope to visit in Pennsylvania eventually, and maybe in the next, maybe like start of the 2023, honestly, if I can save up enough. And I hope to meet other friends too. I'm not going to TwitchCon because I gotta save up, and that's just too close for me. But
Yeah, that's bumming me out that I'm probably not going to be able to make TwitchCon unless things drastically change.
yeah, I definitely couldn't afford it. I'm between my dog getting sick, I think my cat's either sick or got some kind of infection, I gotta take him to the vet on Monday. It's not like dire or anything. I think he's been losing his hair on his back leg, so he's got like anxiety, fleas, or mange, or some kind of like ringworm or something. I don't know. But he doesn't seem to have fleas, because I put flea meds on him, and I looked at him, he doesn't seem to have fleas. If he has mange, it's not sarcopic, because it doesn't affect me when I pet him, or like hold my hand on him. He does seem to have one sore, so it might be ringworm. But it also might be anxiety pulling out hair, so it's like, what are you doing? Can I help you?
I was more leaning over at Otis. The Vampire Lord is to the north. Go. No retreating to the south. We can end this tonight. Alright, let's just go north for...
Basically, I'm banning going down.
Yeah, no, I understood, and I'm upset about it. Like, I currently can't move to the right, either.
So you can move up and left.
Don't growl like you're hungry. Fucking 9:31. You are not hungry. I just hate when my stomach growls. It's like, ooh, I'm hungry. It's like, you're really not. I don't know why you make that sound.
That's, like, weirdly enough, that can be thirst sometimes, which is bizarre.
Oh, that makes sense. Get some more water then. In a minute. But I was wondering, because I was like, I've felt that or heard that before, and then been like, okay, well, let me go get you food, and I go and get food, and it's like, I'm not actually hungry, I'm cold. I've been tricked. Quite possibly bamboozled.
I'm glad that's a word that's getting more traction these days. Bamboozle is a great word.
Bamboozled
Yeah,
is
it's
an
very good.
amazing word. I was originally just gonna have my little gremlin, and then I was like, oh, I still have the Gary's flower, so I put that as
Masterful.
the inactive. For extra glur.
Oh god, my brain just like warped back real far into the conversation. And I just remembered we were talking about VR at one point, like
Yes.
way back. And I recently tried playing Echo VR on like because I have a VR headset.
What is Echo VR?
Basically, it's like, you know, the disc game from Tron?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's
Oh.
like that, but there's no gravity.
Nice.
It's
Oh.
so much fucking fun. You have like mini thrusters on your wrist that you can use to steer yourself around. You have a main thruster on your head, and you can also like grab onto environment objects and throw yourself. Oh my god, I want to just, because I suck at sports, I want to just like run around in that room. It's so much fun.
That's interesting. I like that. That's super cool. Alright, I think we might be able to get the minute 31 survive until on this run as well, which would be ideal.
My case yesterday, and I slightly regret it, but not really.
Regret what?
Going to Michael's.
Oh?
Yeah.
What did you get?
I got, well, they had a bunch of sales, is why it was like, ah. So I got buy one get one free sketchbooks, media sketchbooks. 'Cause I haven't had a chance to try the Artist Loft sketchbooks. Their Recollections paper pads were on sale, so I got buy one get one. I think it was like 30% off or 50% off.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got Micron pens, which were 30% off because I haven't had a chance to try the colored Micron pens. And then I also got foil cardstock paper, which is basically just like hollow, and then a couple of different pressure premium vinyl pressure. So basically you stick it on top and it does hollow or adds glitter, things like that.
Interesting. Flower Heart says, hi, hope I have too many games. Okay, play one. What are you feeling right now? Oh, whoa. Hexus Vex says, I had moved my grandmother to a new place and her usual energetic cat started acting lethargic. And she was worried he might have gotten into something and was poisoned. Turns out that the city-born and raised cat had hay fever from lawn being mowed. That's so funny. I'm glad that's relatively innocuous. That's not super big of a deal. Updating Celeste mods.
Ooh.
Nice. That's a game I've missed. Like, I'm familiar with Celeste, like I know, and I've watched a lot of speedruns of it. But I just never personally have played it.
Well, I will say he's been diagnosed with anxiety before, because he sometimes will pull out the hair at the base of his tail. But this is gone, like, this is on his belly, this is on the backs of his legs, like, he looks like hell. But everything I've checked on him doesn't show any sign. He acts normal otherwise, and everything I've checked on him shows that he's fine for the most part. So yeah. It's not like it's matted or gross or like got infection all over it or anything. I did find a sore on him yesterday, but I don't know if that's just from him aggressively pulling or whether it's actual like ringworm or something else, fungal. Right. So it's just like, I gotta take him to the vet on Monday, but he seems fine otherwise. Oh, my cat has done that for years now. Oof. See, he's never been this intense about it before, and I don't know what to do, because I don't know if it's because there's an orange tabby cat that someone owns because he recently got a collar, but he's not fixed. He's got huge fucking balls, like, and he sprays everything, and he's very, like, he acts like he lives here, but he fucking doesn't. And the only reason I'm very aggressive about that is because he antagonizes the fuck out of my cats. Like, he sprays everything around my house, and he gets into fights with my cats to the point where, like, I've had to take them to the vet for abscesses and things like that. So I've been trying to measure my doors to see if I can replace a couple of doors in my house, because one of them has a cat door and one of them is like leading to the outside has a window out, and it's an older door. Like, my whole house is older, so I kind of want to replace that and see if I can keep them inside.
So, like, can you like get a look at this guy's collar to see, like, does he have a tag or anything?
Nope, it's just a red collar. I already tried.
I figured you would have, but like, I feel like there's got to be someone you can talk to about this. My cat obsessively grooms his belly and his hind legs. He started right around the time he developed teeth problems. Okay.
Oh.
That's wild.
Maybe it's a teeth problem.
Maybe.
He's 12, so.
That's an old cat. Flower, I have a ton of fucking games too, and I'm crippled with the choice paralysis from time to time. I entirely understand that struggle.
That could be the case too. Male cats are very aggressive to others, especially when female. Yeah. So here's the thing: no animal comes into my house unless it's spayed or neutered, fixed in general. So all three of my cats are neutered, and they're all male, and they're all like very chill, laid back for the most part. Except Duke's a little bit more active, but because of that, I think they're not nearly as aggressive, and so they get bullied by the other cats. Because I've often found them outside, like, they fight, but they don't start them. They have to, like, fight. Like, because other cats will come up and, like, fight with them. And there are a lot of strays around my house, unfortunately. And so there's probably females around the house. The orange tabby cat is the only one that, like, persistently lays on my porch, in my driveway, like, just acts like this is his house. And
I'm not obviously going to advocate for you to, like, hit this animal. I'm not a monster, but, like, is there any preventative measures that you could do to, like, scare him from coming around?
I have honestly been looking into a spray bottle with vinegar in it to see if I can spray his butt and get that because cats do not like vinegar, and they don't like to be sprayed.
Right.
So. And obviously I don't want to get it near his head or eyes or anything, because I don't know what kind of damage that could cause. But if I spray his butt, maybe he will stop harassing Mike.
In the interest of not talking about cat anuses any more than I have to, Flowerheart says that they have a random button that they use on Playnite. Playnite, I assume this is an app of some kind. Get Playnite if you can. This app is a treasure. Interesting.
Gun and spray them. Yeah, see, I did that with regular water, and he didn't react. He, like, looked at it, he acted like I was just pushing him with water. He looked at me like, hey, what's up? So the next thing I can think of is vinegar, which is, for the most part, harmless. If you spray them with vinegar, they're just going to be like, eh, gross, that smells terrible, and run away. It's not going to affect their coat or anything, so.
Yeah, that's what's important, too. Hey, Flamebear Phoenix, how you doing, man? Hunt Showdown is a great time to kill time with, and your sanity, true. Probably going to play a fair amount of Hunt Showdown today if I can get away with it. I love that game. This is good.
No, I was just thinking, depending on when my friend wants to hang out, I gotta work on commissions, but I'm hoping like next week or the first week of July I know there's 2 weeks to the first week of July, but I'm hoping soon I can kind of dive into Deep Rock Galactic myself.
Let me know. I'm always down to play that game. I love it.
That actually reminds me, I still need to test out my new PC to see if it can actually run Deep Rock.
I bought 2 more games last night too.
Ooh.
I'll tell you then as soon as I open Steam. Because I remember one was Tangle Tower, because it's on. They're both on sale, by the way. Deep Rock Galactic, I believe, is on sale until June 23rd, and that one's on sale for like less than $10. It's like $9.84 or something. Yeah, Tangled Tower, which is on sale for $4.99, and My Time Portia, which is on sale for I think like $12 or something like that. So.
Yeah, I actually got the game. I'm gonna play it.
$7.
Oh, someone was playing 20 minutes till dawn. Yeah, I've been seeing that game being played. It looks really, really fun. It looks very reminiscent of the game that I'm currently playing. Fuck.
Just avoid the face, but mixing in something spicy like hot sauce or chopped habanero seeds can also help deter cats. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't, like, I can't bring myself to, like, harm a cat, like, ever, and no matter what they're doing to my cats. Like, they're a cat. They don't know any better. Like, what are you gonna do? But I do want to, like, I do want to give him a pop on the butt, but not, like, actual, like, touch him. Just go, like, go away, you know?
Just
like
meow very aggressively and he might go away.
No! That's just talking to him! He's obviously got humans, not only because of the collar, but he's very friendly towards me. And I'm like, I was originally friendly towards him too until I found out he was fucking harassing the shit out of my cats. Yeah.
Right.
Like, I normally wouldn't care if he came around or laid on because he's a cute cat. But if he sprays outside, whatever, it's outside. Like, they spray all over the place, so whatever. Right. But he's literally, like, just stop harassing my cats.
Yeah. And
it wouldn't even be that bad if he wouldn't, like, cause abscesses. Because unfortunately, for those of you that don't know, cat teeth and claws have a ton of bacteria in them. And when they get hit, Louis had one on the base of his tail. Poor guy had to get his tail shaved. I literally have a shirt referencing it because we had TKO. And you can buy the shirts from TKO, and we had the glorious combination of my sister-in-law had drawn like a very simplified version of this, him, and somebody had put, "I can't believe you've done this," under it, which is so good. My cat Storm has had an abscess on his head, so it's just like,
That's
bro,
rough.
can we stop?
Yeah,
And then he
good-
had another one, I think, on his leg. It was a while back. But it's just like, stop with the abscesses. They
For
cost money, and they cost like.
well-being.
I was lucky. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, and costs well-being.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing is like if I had taken Louis in if I hadn't noticed it and taken Louis in when I did, it would have gotten worse because it was near the base of his tail, and it had ruptured inside, so it was sneaking
Oh,
down
no.
to his spine, and so they had to like drain it and like make sure he was okay. So it was like, oh.
That's dreadful.
Yeah, so it was like, don't hurt my cats. It's just like when I hate my neighbors anyway because one of them shot Storm with a BB gun and like shattered one of his front
Ugh.
legs,
Fuck
one
off.
of his front
Fuck.
bones. And it was luckily the front bone and not the backbone, so I kept him in a room, locked in a room for a month, and it healed and he wasn't able to jump on much. So it healed and he got better, but I took him into the vet and they're like, because he was limping, and
Right.
they're like, they were originally like, oh, he may have just like gotten attacked by another cat, and they're like, unfortunately, I think it was a human because they found the BB gun pellet in his leg, and it was his whole front bone was shattered, and they said if it was 2 millimeters to a certain direction, it would have shattered his backbone, and he would have had to have amputated legs. So it's like,
God.
can we please not shoot my cats?
Yeah, fucking low bar. Please don't murder my fucking animals, please.
Yeah.
Can we please just like? Yeah. Actually, I think we just said it best. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And I kept on. Fun fact: I remember finding a picture with some AAA games pro tag, and why are so much of them look the same? Dark brown haired, light skinned man with short haircut, around 30 years old in appearance.
It's marketable and it's safe.
Yes. There were times when my cat was younger when I've given her a rap on the skull. It wasn't something I enjoyed doing, but it's not something I had to do and use. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about, like, even if you, like, lightly tap or, like, you know, if you have to pop a cat, like, not actually, like, hurt it, but just, like, tap it, basically. Like,
Right.
stop that.
Yeah.
Like that snake video. Oh my god, that
Oh my
dude.
goodness. Yeah.
You remember, have you seen that where he bonks it with a stick?
Yeah.
So good. Stop that.
Stop. Oh. Sorry. Oh.
For those of you that don't know, there was a snake owner who was, I think he was trying, I don't know what he was doing, he was like trying to wrangle a snake basically, and it like attacked the camera, like tried to bite the camera, like struck and went back, and he just took a stick, like he didn't even react, he just took a stick and like tapped it on the head and was like, quit that.
Right. Hey.
And the snake like opened its mouth like, what? I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Just-
it was more
just
like
insulted.
in shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Insulted.
Did you? How dare?
Did you just bonk me on the head? What do you think
In
I am? A
public?
danger noodle?
So fucking funny. So.
Not asking for the moon. Don't shoot cats. Right. There's
Yeah.
plenty of strays. Like, it terrifies me to think of, like, I know they're strays, but it terrifies me to think if that happened to another cat and they got an infection and possibly passed away from someone messing around with a BB gun and shooting cats.
Right. I believe,
they're
I believe
not-
what we refer to those people as is sociopaths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So I'm gonna be completely honest, it was around February, and I honestly think it might have been a kid. I try to think optimistically. I feel like it was a kid who got a BB gun for Christmas and maybe just didn't understand the consequences of their actions.
Sure. Sure, I see that. But, like...
It could also have been an adult being a shitlord and being an asshole.
Right.
But my my therapist is like, rather than dwell on the negative, let's try to see it in, you know, the best light possible. Like, it sucks, but what if it was just a kid that didn't mean to hurt him in that way and didn't understand what they were doing?
I mean, it's a good... I like where your therapist is coming from with that, but I do want to, like, reassert that, like, even in children, cruelty towards animals is a sign. Like if it is innocent and it's the first time it ever happened and it's the last time it ever happened, then, you know, sure, like, I wouldn't lose any sleep over it. Like, we all do stupid shit when we're a kid. Hopefully we don't hurt anybody in the process. But, like, when it comes to, like, the psych world, if there's a history, one of the pointed questions that gets asked a lot in psych evals is, like, how do they engage with, like, how does this kid engage with animals? Like, are they aggressive to animals? Like, that's a very big part of assessing the remorse or this, like, the sociopathic tendencies in children, is how do they treat non-humans.
I shake my cat sometimes.
You shake your cat sometimes?
Yeah.
I mean,
I pick him up under his armpits and I shake him, like, I shake his little paws.
I don't think that's a concern.
No.
Now, if you were
Very
like,
cute. It looks like he's dancing.
yeah, see, like, and some people might argue that is or that isn't animal abuse. I'm not sure where I lay on that. I think that's fine personally, but, like, I what I'm talking about is, like, if you were to pick your cat up and be like, "Why are you like this?" and you're, like, violently shaking the cat into
Christ,
passivity,
no.
like, that would be, you know, what sort of thing we'd be looking out for.
Oh no.
Is an eye for an eye. I hear you, Barbarian. How you doing, man? It's good to hear from you. Barbarian, can you reach out to me at some point today? I'd love for you to come and see the new place.
Let's see.
Yo, question, Hora. How
Yeah,
long
what's
are you
up?
planning on going?
I have no idea. At the drop of a hat, I could just say, I'm done, and just turn off. We're at 3 hours. I'll probably go for about another hour, give or take.
Alright. I'm gonna head out and make my lunch.
Yeah, man.
Alright, see you guys.
See you.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's 9:53, so I have plenty of time. I took a shower last night, so.
Ooh, look at you being all hygienic. A gamer that takes care of himself? What?
No way.
Well, I have to host a Fermi, and I would rather not be greasy and gross, you know.
I feel you. That's what was so
Plenty of
funny
that.
about meeting Woody yesterday is, like, you know, you go and you're meeting an internet friend for the first time and, like, there's that, like, hitch that you might get in the back of your mind of, like, shit, I better make sure I'm, like, all prim and proper and all, like, well put together for it. But he and I
Yeah.
both met up after being at work. So, like, we were both just, like, slightly haggard and fucking gross, and we were just like, hi, hey. You look like shit. Yeah, you too. Cool. I mean, we didn't say that, but, like, I could feel it in the air.
I could feel something in the air tonight.
Hold on.
Alone. What?
I had not thought about that song in such a long time.
I regularly apparently make people. I wasn't saying you, but like
Sure.
I make people approve of my song choice.
You know, I
Apparently.
approve of you.
Ooh, thank you. There's a stray in my neighborhood that I've been trying to catch and adopt for years. Problem is, the only time I reliably find them is when I'm walking my cat. She is hostile to the stray in her territory.
Yep.
No forgiveness, an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
Um,
I respect my buddy Barbarian a lot. He's very, like, that is very him. It's a very him thing to say. And, like, some people might say that and you're like, haha, yeah. And he's like, no. I will destroy you. He harms none and is very, what's the word I want to use here? Good-natured.
Well, the thing is, like, I wouldn't even know who did it. Unfortunately, I
Right.
wouldn't know who hurt my cat, so it's not like I can go to each door and be like, "Did you fucking own a BB gun? Did you shoot my cat?"
Right.
Go knocking on doors.
Just start putting up flyers, and it's just like, instead of have
I
you
will
seen this
fuck
cat,
you up.
it's do you know who shot this cat?
Oh god.
Will pay for leads. Like, I'm coming for you, Tyler. It's always a Tyler.
Around here, it'd be like an Addison or a Kyle.
Jesus.
What the fuck is up, Kyle? Yo, get the fuck up.
I don't know this meme.
It's a vine.
So, I'm old.
I actually managed to. 1 second.
That's it, Barbarian. Flyer, looking for some dipshit who shot a cat. Information that leads to the culprit will be rewarded. Definitely be a Kyle. The name's with K, really.
Here we go. Kelly, Karen, yeah. There you go. I posted it in chat. It's like a small little 7-second video.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. That makes sense, but I never much saw that content. I never had the app or anything.
I didn't either. I watched it afterwards in like Vine compilations, but
Well then,
I
fucking
I actually just made some redeems on my channel recently, and that's one of them.
nice.
Because I just love it so much.
Turning yourself in will lead to a lighter punishment. This is definitely not a lie. I love that. You can trust me, person who wishes to do vengeance upon you.
Sorry to like run, but it is past midnight for me, so
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I should
go ahead.
probably sleep. But thank you for talking and inviting me,
course.
and I hope you both have a good rest of your days
Yeah.
and chat as well.
You too, Astrophil. Please have a great day, man. Thanks for hanging out and like being here and
Oh, cool.
chilling with me. It really helped. You really helped me kickstart this stream this morning, so I really
I'm
appreciate
glad.
it. And
Thank you for inviting me.
of course, Witness, can you do the thing for Astrophil?
I sure can.
Thanks. Go watch Astrophil's stuff, guys. They're Australian, so they have a very different schedule. But if,
Yeah.
if it works for you,
that-
you could spend
Nope,
your time
how do you
in
spell
many, many worse places than Astrophil's stream.
My name is longer than it seems. All right. Have a good morning or midday.
Day.
There we go. Haha! Thank you.
See ya.
Ah, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I figured it out.
Proud of you. Oh my god, you're massive. Hold on.
Oh god.
And there we go.
Rival the dwarf size.
There, we fixed it. How's that? Perfect size.
No! No!
It fix.
I fixed it. It's better now. God.
Wow, sorry. Do people... Oh, my bad. Do people want to watch the video game that's being played? Sorry, I misunderstood what we're doing. No rubric, had to improvise. I wrote that on one of my one of my essays. Like it was like 12 pages, and in the thesis or like on the paper after I printed it out, I wrote in pen. Did not understand the rubric. Had to improvise. Have compassion. And the professor thought it was so fucking funny that they did.
My God.
Oh, it's a good PNG. I agree. It is a great PNG. And if you want more awesome art like that, you can go check out Weirdness Master on twitch.tv/weirdnessmaster and see all of the
refuse
cool...
to shout myself out.
Really? Fine.
Yeah. Also, can you even do that when you're a mod?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
It's actually kind of a recurring meme on Akami's channel where me and all of the other mods will shout each other out and then shout ourselves out.
Gives me such, like, I don't want to be cool anymore. Well, I guess I don't have a choice vibes.
Right. Oh, shit.
I'm excited for this.
For what?
I just, am about to laminate the badge I made for my friend.
Yeah. Oh, you mean bat...
Like a furry badge.
Yep. Do you want to guess what I thought it was?
What?
I thought you were making them like a badge for streaming, like a streaming badge, like
Oh!
a
no.
sub badge or a bits badge or some shit.
No.
It's egg on my face. Oh goodness. Oh, pardon me.
You are pardoned.
Thanks. You're very kind.
I wish it was that easy to get a pass from a professor. I had a few who were unbending even when the college or class pan was BS.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, my work was good. It just like there was an aspect of it that didn't make sense. Like they wanted something in a specific format that, like, I think they typoed. And so I was like, can we revisit this? No. So they clarified it later, and I did it correct in future works. But at first it was like, what? All right. Okay, we are going to live raid Mossy Art Burger, and then we're going to actually raid Corey. So, if you guys would check out this channel.
Just use stuff.
And don't say anything.
Get over that gear fear. Go out and be somebody.
Oh, okay.
As General Sam
I'd be
says.
quiet.
As the General Sam says. Pete? Pete. My moss hoard pile grows. Oh yeah, I have my hideout. My hideout.
So this is what we're going to type. So make sure you're in Mossy Art's chat,
Hideout.
and then when I give the call,
can
everyone
do.
just like put that in there once.
Someday. One day.
Are they a
This is my
sexy
hideout.
burger?
Yes,
It's a rotating.
Oh my god!
Mossy's great.
Chick.
All right, it's on the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, go.
Oh, I have the thing. Eating? Booze generator? Damn it. Generator. Oh, wait.
Oh,
What?
no!
What? Did it?
Why do they get people
Wait,
like
how did the
this?
thing... Oh, my OBS isn't working properly. Hold on, everybody. 1 second. I knew something was off. I knew something was off. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Wait.
Oh no, dwarves!
Refresh. Oh no, dwarves! I don't know why my raid thing didn't go off. Hold on. Ah, you don't see that.
Oh my god, Mossy.
Let's see.
Oh no!
Yeah, why thing no work? Oh, you
Embargoed.
confuse me. I am thoroughly confused. Scavengers. Well, yeah, what's up? Hello. I'm playing
That's their entire.
Trakov. I am playing Escape to.
Oh my god, Mossy.
Place.
You're doing great, bud. Gotta love the panic that live raid creates. It's so good, man.
Got me.
Every time.
You got me. Should I do heating thing? Rest space. Destruction. For the horde. For the
What
horde!
happened to my?
Destruct.
Always the reaction.
It's so fucking good.
I have
Every
a
single
thing.
damn time.
Ah,
Mossy's fucking hilarious.
solar thing?
I love fucking with Mossy. Alright, so we are going to raid Corey VT.
Man, I am.
Yes,
Yeah.
good.
Generator.
Please go enjoy Corey.
some things well.
She is a mod for the channel. Good pal of mine. She was
I'm
here
so
earlier.
confused. Maybe you can join me for some Tarky. I will warn you. I don't know this. I do.
But yeah, I'm sure you guys will enjoy your time there. Please go have a great and wonderful day. Enjoy the Katana Zero. And raid message is Dwarf Raid. Booty Quakes. So hit
I'm
Corey
glad
with that.
you said that.
See y'all next time. I'll be streaming tomorrow morning, so I'll talk to you then. But
Hell yeah.
until then, you all have a wonderful day. I'll catch you later, and bye-bye. And it's sorry, I almost forgot my my sign out. It's time to get out of my mind.
We love to see it.
Yeah.